very fun. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Noir Bar. Come on in, grab a seat, put your drink orders in, and get ready for frivolity and fun and all the other things that happen during a late night chill stream as we hang out and discuss frivolous matters. Hence the frivolity. Or to have fun. God damn it. And joining me at the bar, keeping me company this whole time, making sure that I don't tie one on or just leave. This is FarZoosme. Far, how the hell are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, thanks.
Cool. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Because, it's...
Mm-hmm.
How was the travel? Back to 1942. Was it okay this time?
I don't feel sick, so yay.
Win. Total win. Okay.
Can do without the headache, though.
Do you actually have a headache?
Not really.
It's
Just
right.
only slight.
Oh,
Yeah.
if I had a nickel for every time I'd heard a woman tell me she had a headache and actually she didn't, that'd have 6 nickels.
All right. So women aren't going for a very high standard when they're telling you no.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
Have you ever wondered what would happen?
Hi, everybody!
Yeah,
I'm also here.
Sam is joining us, in case you can't tell. And I just for fun, I set my VPN to France. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
That probably explains why your chat's disabled and not feeding through into the stream.
Because
you know.
it can't handle the
It's French.
Anglais or whatever.
No, we don't have freedom of speech here, according to Macron.
Oh. Mr. Pickman, you glorious bastard! Thank you for the $5. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. 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 I have to conclude from this that Mr. Pickman is a fan of honey mustard on his burgers, and he has been deprived in a way that has left him, what? Melancholic?
Traumatized?
Traumatized, yes. Saddened.
Either that or he has some very particular kinks and that was just ASMR for him, who knows?
I tried to read it each time a little differently. I don't know. I hope it was successful.
He did a good job.
Well,
He did a good job.
Let's just put up people's comments on the chalkboard. I was supposed to do that beforehand, but what am I, a streamer?
That
Do
is.
it! Do it!
Hey, fuck you, man!
There you go. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Fucking goose. Thank you, Gamer Believe, for the 850. In case the disabled chat is one of those function things, and Sam gets the pan for shouting at us. Headphone listeners. Yes, Sam, I felt the pain too. Thank you for that.
Sorry, what pain was that?
When you shouted into your mic and peeked out and blew all of our eardrums.
I do apologize. I didn't. I was not even talking in the direction of my mic. That's a problem. I will investigate that.
Well, you know, there is
That's not supposed to happen.
There's a peak limiter option for microphones where no matter how much you yell, it'll always just cut the decibels off.
It is enabled.
Fuck.
So I'm not sure how
Imagine
that
the
happened.
power of this man's voice. Yeah. It can overcome the strongest software.
I am Brian, blessed.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it live while we're here. I'm gonna.
I do apologize, people.
Come on. You know what touchscreens are worth? Not much. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll use the mouse pad. Fine. For fuck's sake. I'm gonna do my best. I went into Streamlabs, and now Streamlabs, chat, you may have heard me mention this before. The user interface kind of sucks. Now, Mr. Pickman has clarified. Me mad. Me want honey mustard. So there you go.
I mean,
Okay, but
understandable.
Yeah, that is
honey mustard a condiment in this context? Or
You've
is
never
it
had
the
honey mustard?
name of his favorite dance? Of course I have.
Oh,
I'm asking
okay,
if it's the name of a condiment though, or his favorite dancer. Because
I thought it was an Australian thing all
way.
over again. You know, it's like you've never had X. Oh my god.
No, I think you're probably going to have that less likely happen with Sam. Just a thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, come on, Polly, I eat real food.
That's not what I meant, but fuck you too, I guess.
What? What did I even say?
You eat real food.
They eat
Yes,
snails,
I
people.
do.
Fucking snails. Frog legs. Okay?
Yeah.
They actually
Okay,
crush
okay.
up shells of crabs and lobsters to make a bisque. Did you know that's what's in an actual
Why?
proper bisque? Yeah. Ask the Frenchman. I don't know.
The shell shouldn't be edible. What the fuck, man?
They do. It's true. Look it up. Don't test me. Believe me.
You
Or don't
put
believe
bug
me.
bits
Test
in
me.
your-
Sorry, I said that backwards. No, that's true.
Test me, please.
So if you're making a lobster bisque, what you do is you crush up the lobster shells and then you boil the shit out of it in the broth for said bisque, and then you strain it. So you're trying to pull flavor out of the exoskeleton of the lobster.
God, it's almost like it's what we do with bones to make gravy.
Buns?
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Buns?
Bones.
Bones.
He said bones.
Oh, bones. No, you're pulling the fucking... Motherfucker, are you trying to tell me that you think there's marrow in the center of a fucking lobster shell?
Is there even a
Ooh.
center of a lobster shell?
No, there isn't.
Beyond, like, the meat inside?
No, it's just a bunch of calcium. Explain
Yeah,
yourself,
nah.
France.
Mechanically recovered meat corn dogs for a start. Hot dogs, rather, for a start. Okay? In my defense, so fuck you.
You're gonna... Don't drag hot dogs
Also,
into this.
I am sick and tired of this whole snails business. Fucking England eats snails. Fucking Spain eats snails. Germany eats snails. The Italians eat snails, and we are the only fuckers that get shit for it.
You'll be okay. Okay, there.
I don't think I will be. I'm only not screaming about it right now because I don't want to peek out the microphone again.
Mussels are fine, snails are wrong. That's all there is to it.
Oysters, people, oysters. Okay, snails are better than oysters. Okay, they're not as snotty. Throwing it out there.
Okay. Like, you're talking about oysters on half shell raw.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had a lot of oysters on half shell. I've never once thought of snot while eating them.
Oh, they're super mucusy though.
According to Gokado, there's a nougat center in the lobster shell.
I'll give him a fucking
Now,
nougat center in a minute.
I realize that is not the Aussie pronunciation of nougat. We pronounce
We've
it.
been over this.
Yeah, we pronounce it, N-O-U-G-I-T, nougat, or N-E-W-G-I-T, nougat. And then I hear Far say it, and it's got 5 syllables, and I don't know. It goes places.
Yeah, now I'm terrified of saying it live because apparently it sounds like something else entirely.
Have you ever had a
That is understandable.
Niayu Gawat? Something like that.
There's no T on the end.
Oh,
You don't say the T.
fuck. It's weirder than I thought.
See, it's an American thing, Far. Don't hold it against them, all right? You know, they were for a long time they were saying color. Then they dropped the U.
Oh god. You poor Americans.
They were
They don't
saying
know how to
color.
speak.
What did you just say?
Color.
Oliver.
You mean we got rid of the superfluous letters? Yes, we did. That's why there's no E on the end of axe, because it's not axy. Think about it.
That's
God.
just weird, though. It shouldn't be just 2 letters. What the fuck?
Those are the only ones you need.
Still looks weird.
Holly, it's not
Doesn't
about
look right.
need, it's about what we have the right to.
We have the right to superfluous
I have a
letters,
right to
goddamn
put-
it.
Yeah, I have a right to put U's and E's in places where you would think, like, that doesn't really need to be there. Fuck you.
Yes, but Far, you have the right to put the letters there. What you don't have the right to do is pronounce them if they aren't there.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
But strangely, I come out on the French side when it comes to foyer. I think foyer sounds like very banjo West Virginian. Holy shit, you need to English better, buddy. That's just me. No offense to West Virginia. Welcome into my
It's far mad.
welcome into my
like
foyer.
silent
It
treatment,
contains many niches. You know, it just what the fuck.
I may have an aneurysm if you continue. Please stop.
What niche? Niches?
Niche.
Niches.
You know, like a niche in a wall where you might put like
No,
a statue.
No,
or...
I'm just purposely annoying Sam now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You can't purposely annoy me.
Niche.
You're Australian. They think they're a real country. It's so cute.
Fuck off.
They're actually just they're just an
Who is
unoccupied
snails and
continent,
froglets?
right?
Fuck off.
2 words: kangaroo testicles. Let's go.
You mean cat food?
I mean, look, if you guys eat cat food, that's down to you. I'm not going to shame.
No, I don't eat kangaroo, but I fed it to my cat. That's why he was such a big fucking muscly monster of a cat. Like, Jesus
How
Christ.
big is your cat? Yeah, Jesus.
Well, I say was because like he's you know kind of dead now. But yeah, no, he was a big fucker,
True
and
that.
he loved kangaroo meat. Don't
Sorry,
feed your
Polly,
cats
we've
kangaroo
completely-
meat.
We've completely derailed where we were going now.
We weren't going anywhere. What
Apologies.
made you think that?
I don't know.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
being that this is 1942, Rogue Red Untaken Polly. Shit. I was hoping there wasn't a West Virginian in chat. God damn it.
They heard you, Polly.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, they
They're
did.
coming for you.
Fuck.
He might be saying no offense taken, but we know they won't take the slang down.
They won't and don't, and they have methamphetamine superpowers. Like, you need to be worried. You don't piss off the West Virginians. Like, they actually know how to hide bodies.
I'm just sorry, I'm picturing Homelander shooting up fucking meth.
No, I'm imagining now Fritz just like trying to hide a body.
Oh, Christ.
All
Like
right.
just a whole state of people that are like Fritz, just hiding bodies everywhere, being like amped up on meth superpowers. Like Jesus Christ.
Being that it is 1942, and this is Noir Bar, I would be remiss if we didn't begin with something noir-esque or noir-y. Pick your word. Holy shit!
Oh,
The Noir Bar theme is actually working today.
holy fuck.
That is none other than the inimitable Ava Gardner, lighting a cigarette as only she can. If a woman can give you a hard-on by lighting a cigarette, put a ring on it. That's all I'm saying. Gamer Valini.
Sorry, I'm still enjoying I'm still enjoying the memory of having just seen that.
Did you? A woman
I'll be
who
with you in
can
a
put out a match in a sexy way just by waving it so. I mean, holy shit. Gamer Valini, thank you for the 850. Okay, oysters and mussels are shit compared to steamed blue crab and shrimp. As for you there, frog, at least the Germans eat beef instead of using it as a base for onion and cheese soup. Okay, the second part she's got a point about.
Oh no,
For
she
a
absolutely.
second there.
Using
I
it as
thought for a second there she was going to say steamed hams instead of the crabs.
Did she say using beef as a base for what?
For onion and cheese
Well,
soup.
like, I don't have a problem with that.
Have you been talking to Northerners again, Valine?
Oh, the fucking Parisians again, huh? It's
Yeah, they're basically still Germans.
You're not real French.
they prefer the term
Really?
Alsatians, I
No.
believe.
Yeah, a bunch
Not
of
really
fucking
French.
dogs.
They're just fucking traitors. They're fakers.
So I'm
Fake French.
I've found out lately that the French apparently hate each other, like, internally more than the British hate each other internally. It's strange.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
We have so much European existential ennui and self-loathing that it kind of spills over onto each other, and we just Just everything, okay? You're walking down the road, okay? You're walking down the road. It's a beautiful summer's day. You're out in the countryside. You know, the trees are swaying. There's a slight breeze. You're walking down the avenue and all that. Kind of. I could find you 6 different things about the scene that you just imagined that I fucking hate.
Okay.
And all of them are just not even worth it. I'm guessing they're not even really worth hating.
Exactly. Just stay inside in a darkened room and wait to die, okay? Preferable to that fucking sunny avenue.
That's just depressing.
Anyway.
Holy fuck, Sam. Holy, can we just subtitle this episode, "The fuck is wrong with the French"?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's wrong with the French. The French. It's 1942. We're currently getting our shit pushed in. Give us a break.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do for you, chat? For anybody who's suffering a mental lapse and decides to give me money, this is...
Coins are back, bitches!
Oh, coins are back, bitches!
Nice.
Thank you, Evolve Potato, for the $1. Australia as a country is older than France as a country. Is it? I kind of doubt that, but okay. Since they stopped being one after they were invaded and conquered by numerically inferior forces. You started being one again after you were liberated by forces including Aussies. Somehow I don't think that quite equals it. You know, they're younger than us, but okay then.
We're so old we've been 5 countries.
Right.
Put a ring on her finger, Gilcano. For God's sake. There was some kind of question? He says put a finger on what? Or put a ring on what exactly? I'm concerned. On your cock, man. Put a ring on your cock. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Put a ring on it. It's a saying. Lock it down. Get a hold of it. Like, you know, it's just...
Yeah.
No, fuck it. No. The fingers and cocks, that's too easy, alright. Put a ring on her belly button, alright? I want to see you try that. You think you're clever?
This is how I know that men are fundamentally failing, because there's women out there that haven't been put on lockdown. Like, look, Far, you know, okay, so she's spoken for, right? Okay, then that makes sense. So, you know, there's quirky people out there that would enjoy a lifetime of nagging and so forth. Intense weebery.
So those were, just to clarify before I make any jokes that'll get me in trouble, those were 2 separate statements, right? The Far thing and then the lifetime of nagging.
No, they weren't. Nagging and weebery.
They weren't. Oh.
And repeatedly being told to go fuck yourself. I don't think that counts as nagging.
I disavow.
I don't think that's nagging.
Far,
that's just, you know, me being my lovable self, you know.
I'd like to state that I thoroughly disavow everything this man has just said.
What? Why? I do tell people to go fuck themselves.
Especially me.
It's my thing.
It's my
fair enough on that
part. No. What the fuck, Bolly? You got some shit to air? You got something to say to me?
Fucking problem?
You got a problem? You got a problem?
I am not being defensive. Do you want to fight?
No, I'm saying it's you know, there's certain women out there that are single, and it's crazy, right? I mean, Nurse Khaleesi, she's single. That's crazy to me. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I don't know. I met a woman today. She was single, and I was like, what? How? Men are crazy. But anyway. It was, you know those times where it's like you can't hit on a woman because it would just be weird? Like, you know, you're like...
No, I'm French.
Yeah, right?
And
it's never weird when you're French.
And now you understand how your people got their reputation.
Oh, no, that part's fine. I appreciate that part.
Yeah,
Gets me in all kinds of trouble.
Sam leans up against the wooden structure and says, you know, you're looking rather fetching today. I'd like to take you out for a drink. Tell me, what is your favorite wine? To which the woman he was speaking banged the gavel and said, "Sir, you're on trial. This is inappropriate."
I thought you were going to take that in a different direction. When you said wooden structure but didn't specify, I thought you were going to say, and then they kicked the chair out from beneath her. Get it? Because it's darker.
Yeah. I get it? Because it's dark. Yeah. So I did put the donation. Okay, Streamlabs is all fucked up because I've been playing with it, trying to correct a whole bunch of mistakes, which means that I had to take everything out of all the themes that they were in and put them back in. So the Noir Bar themes are there, but they're not all labeled. So if you look in the comments, or not comments, what's it called? Description? Thank you. Description section below, you'll see the full breadth of all of the donations that are generally AAA and any other random stream that I do, and then beneath those are the Noir Bar specific donations. So all of them are still active, I think, but in case you want to hit a Noir Bar one, they're down there too, I think. Don't ask me. Streamlabs does not make it easy to grasp what they're doing.
It really fucking doesn't. Like, I really do feel for you, Polly. Just the amount.
Look, see there. Now that's right. That is.
Yeah, that one is right.
That one is right. It's so very right.
So right.
Gamerfully, thank you for the $1. One of my piercings was my belly button. Challenge accepted, Sam. Okay, now I got a German. Comfy gegen Menk wen und Cassie Jungi. Sorry, that's what it said. I don't care.
Okay, you know what? I think it's fine that you stick to French, because after hearing that, like at least you got a chance with French.
Your ears? Like burst your fucking eardrums? Is that what?
No.
Is that what you want to do?
To be fair to Polly, he's got like half a chance when it comes to French, but no, don't. The German is no.
Yeah,
no, it's not for Polly.
And Gilcado, thank you very much for the $10 and the sexy Jessica Alba and the tiny little shorts taking the shot right out of the bottle, as a lady does. So many other ring options: belly button, nipple, even a Prince Albert.
I hate that I know what a Prince Albert is.
I have no idea
that I know that.
I have no idea what a Prince Albert is, and I insist you do not tell me.
What, we both watched that one Victoria video. It was in there. Like, yeah, the myth, like the bullshit myth one where we both came away from it. Like, what the fuck was that even?
I have excised this from my memory.
That's
I
probably
have no
good.
recollection
It's probably
of this
for the
at all.
best. That is probably for the best, honestly. It's just, Jesus Christ, I hate that I know what that is.
Hey, chat, check this out. You want to talk about failing memory, Sam? You'll get a kick out of this. I'm going through... I decided that I had been overly lazy with some of the Noir Bar stuff that I had started but never finished. I finally finished the, we need to take a break scene. Like if I have to, refill a drink or whatever the fuck, or answer the phone, because strange people are always calling and texting in the middle of the night, and I don't know why. It's because they know I'm a night owl. That's why. No one else is awake. So here, we'll text Polly. Fuck with him. Anyway, we have a wait screen now. And it even has a moon that moves. So I finally finished that, which is a good thing. But in going through that, my Noir Bar folder, I found all sorts of stuff that I started what was it, like 2 years ago?
Oh, God, it was a while back. Like, I remember you doing some of this stuff too. And it's like, yeah, no, that was a while ago. Holy shit.
Yeah. So I came across this script that Far and I had worked on that I had no recollection of whatsoever. And it was funny.
I don't remember it either.
Right. It's.
I am drunk, so drunk, I cannot get up.
Fuck, I haven't heard that one in a while. Holy shit. Next 6 minutes. Sexy's here. Cool. Next 6 minutes. Thank you for the $2. High fives for Polly, Far, and Sam. I'm actually catching a Noir Bar live. I usually have to watch these the day after. How is everyone? I'm doing okay. Got about 90 minutes of sleep last night, so, SOP.
Oh. Good. That's good.
Remember I
You
said
had
You
to wake
actually
up
got
and
out of sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep.
He had to wake up for a quarter orange at half time before he went back down and got the other 45 minutes.
You know
That's
what
a
happened?
football joke.
I forgot to turn off my phone ringer, except for the alarms. you know, you can do the different settings, right? I just wanted just
yeah.
the alarms. The phone rang, and it was a person who was stressed out as fuck, who then in turn passed it along to me, going, "Holy fuck, you know this thing?" And just blah, blah. I went into like 15 minutes, and I couldn't go back to sleep after that. After hearing them, just, dude, it's not that big of a fucking problem. We'll handle it, adapt and overcome, man. Come on, this isn't the fucking end of the world. But you know, after that, no, I was awake. So yeah, I got a solid 90 minutes in.
What an asshole.
Yeah. What an I fucking right. Just
God
because he's
damn.
awake and fucking, you know, having a conniption, why has he got to fucking pass it along to me?
This is why I can't smoke with certain people anymore. For real. Dave Chappelle was absolutely on point when he was talking about, like, can't stand smoking with people who just, you get high and then you just sit there talking about your trials and tribulations. It's like, I can't talk to certain people on the phone anymore, because the only time they ever ring me is when they're stressing about something. It's like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm in bed, motherfucker. I want to chill.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where's the weight screen?
That's a good
Where is it?
I don't know.
Where is it?
Well, that's fucking weird.
Okay then. Yeah, that just disappeared.
Hold on for a fucking cockamamie. You, Sam, Far, talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Let's bash each other up based on the nationality.
Thank you, Bob Potato, for the $5.
You paid money, you have to read it.
And and he is describing what a Prince Albert is.
Oh, great.
Chicken.
For fuck's sake.
I am so conflicted as to read this or not. Like, he paid money, but I don't want to really traumatize Polly live like this.
Does it have,
Not with this.
does it have anything to do with dicks?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, god damn it.
Everything.
See, how did
Everything
I know?
to do with dicks.
Fuck. Yeah, fuck it, read it. Whatever. My life's full of
All
trauma
right.
anyway.
All right, Jesus. All right then. A Prince Albert is a piercing where one end goes into the underside of the phallus and exits out the urethra. Must share the misery of this knowledge. Thank you.
Why would
Thank you,
do that?
Potato. Thanks. I don't know. I don't like knowing. I don't like knowing about
that
this.
question, but honestly, it almost makes it worse.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know. I really don't want to know. I already hated the fact that I knew kind of what it was in the first place. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with leaving that as a mystery.
Yeah. I wish I did. I wish I'd had that much sense.
What a fucking appropriate donation though. Just
Yeah.
goat bondage
call.
with that. Like, yeah, all the fucking disturbing shit together. As it should be.
Shadow Claw in chat says, how late am I?
The highway to hell.
Shadow Claw in chat says, how late am I? Not at all! You haven't missed a damn thing. We were killing time until you got here.
Yeah. Yeah, congrats on coming here at a fantastic time, I guess.
Far.
I'm recapping the stream so far.
Can I tell you how it's not likely that you're ever going to host your own stream? Jesus, this is dead
Yeah,
air.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm kind of just, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I know. Fuck. Okay, look,
Okay.
I had set this up and now I understand what's going on. For Christ's sake.
What happened?
I didn't set it up as a separate source for the same scene. I set it up as a different scene.
Oh.
So it's already there. Here, look. Everyone look. See? There it is. Look. Yay.
I mean, I understand. It makes sense why you would have made that a separate scene. It does.
And I remember why I set this up as a separate scene. Because I was hoping, mind you, that there was some way of turning off the desktop audio and any microphones that are incoming, any audio input whatsoever in a separate scene. Can you do that on OBS? No, you can't. That's the whole reason I set it up as this. Yeah, it's true. If you've got desktop audio and microphones, however many of them are, just one or many, right? They're on for all the scenes, or they're off for all the scenes at the same audio levels for all the scenes.
Oh, God.
Why doesn't it have this functionality? Now, going to the OBS boards, I looked up how to do this. People have been requesting it since 2014.
Mm-hmm. Understandably.
Have they added it? No.
If you don't like it, you can make your own software.
Right? I don't get it at all.
Yeah, it'll have blackjack and hookers.
I mean, look, I can go through putting Noir Bar will return shortly, and it's slowly growing towards the screen if you pay attention. And there's a little moon that is slowly moving, and it's going in front of clouds that are also moving. Look, I can do all of these little things, and I'm a fucking technical idiot. You know, and I can still manage this. These are fucking coders. These are people that are paid to do this, and they can't. For fuck's sake.
It's just like Streamlabs all over again.
Right? All right, anyway, enough of my personal bitching.
Yeah. Did that donation go off, by the way? Or was it just on the screen? Yeah.
I heard it. Your donations are so loud to me for some reason. I don't know why.
I know. I think they're just generally loud. I'm sorry.
I'm never going to drink like actual hot beverages while doing one of these streams. I swear to God, because when one of your donations comes through.
Yeah, I really don't suggest it. But in saying that, play it again.
Coins are back, bitches.
Because I just like coins are back, bitches. I just find that really funny.
Who doesn't?
Right?
And if you look very carefully, there's a far coin there.
Yeah, thanks, Polly.
No problem.
The next 6 minutes started $1. I watch videos made by Australians that, I'm assuming that word is range, that range from a cartoon band to some dude melting copper pipes to 3 guys dropping things off towers. Your country is amazing. Thank you. I don't think you should base that off like the sample size of 3, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Why not? All the social sciences do.
Get this far.
You know what? Fair point.
You're going to like this. Mr. Pickman asks, "Hey, Polly, what happened with you and that red pill guy? I saw an animation of it, and I don't fully understand."
Oh, sweet summer child.
Oh, Mr. Pickman. It is a thing of fucking legend.
Yeah, I'm sure you noticed that was Far's channel you were watching, that is a Far original animatic that she did of that.
That I
incident.
did a remaster of too.
Yes, she did. She's never gonna let that go. Look, here's a short. Do you want me to tell the story?
I love it so
Far?
much.
Do you want me to tell you my
you
recollection
go.
3 years
it's yours.
later?
It's all yours. It's all fucking yours.
Okay, so I'm over on Ranting Monkey's channel. In chat, mind you, I'm not on the stream. I tune in to Ranting Monkey's stream, and lo and behold, there's Coach Red Pill talking. A man that, well, he's CRP.
A man.
He's a man. Let's leave it at that.
Gonzo.
Yeah.
He is Gonzo.
Gonzalo. Yes.
Gonzo. Just Gonzo.
He fancies himself a number of things: an international intrepid reporter, a filmmaker, a cinematographer.
Just watch all of his different cameras. Yeah. All the different cameras that he uses in every fucking shot.
Yeah. He's got motion track cameras, what do they call the tech for insta stability cameras, like stabilizing cameras, right? He's got all of the tech to make
gimbaled.
Yeah.
Gimbaled cameras.
Yeah. The man loves his camera work because he fancies himself a cinematographer, but that's not it. He also fancies himself a giver of advice to young men. He likes to explain to them how the world works, especially as it relates oddly to sexual things. He's got an entire channel that's based upon advice on how to deal with escorts, what to do about anal sex, what pegging means to you, etc., etc.
To treat women like bitches. Which he will deny to this day that it was ever a thing, but no, it was on there.
At any rate, that is what we're
It
going
was
to
on
try
there.
to do.
It was indeed. Thank you, Gamer Bling, for the 350. You'll have to stay on Discord after this show. My weight screen and OBS has muted mics. I didn't know this was a non-issue that exists in the forums. That this non-issue exists in the forums. My weight screen and OBS has muted mics. Yeah, by all means, show me how to do it. And I will go on to the OBS forums and be a hero of legend for showing them how to do it, because I'm not the only one that doesn't know. In any case, the story, I'm sitting there in chat listening to CRP, as he goes by CRP, because Coach Red Pill is such an incredibly dated, cringy name that he prefers CRP. And I actually understand that. I'm listening to him go on, and I'm progressively getting more and more upset listening to this man talk. And I rarely start shitposting in chat and fuck this guy, but some people bring it out of me, and so I was doing so. Now I've been on Randy Monkey's channel. Me and Monkey are friendly, and we have been for a good while. Monkey's a good dude. You know what I mean? Monkey sees me talking all this shit in chat and says, Polly, you're pretty angry out there in chat. Would you like to come on? So he shoots me the link, because he was using StreamYards at the time. So he shoots me the StreamYards link, and I'm like, got my dander up, and, I'm ready to square off with this motherfucker. And so I go on. By the time I get on, I think, the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, what am I really yelling at this guy over? The fact that he's pissed me off for years because I find him cringy? Is that really worth yelling at someone over? So, just the reality of it. Like, am I really going to be that guy, go onto somebody else's stream and yell at their guest or tell off their guest? Because now I'm in Monkey's house. You understand what I mean? And that's what I was thinking. This was the thought process. So I when I show up there, I just kind of like, hey, Monkey, how's it going? And Satsu was there, SDA was there, some dumb American was there, and CRP. And I just say, hey, everyone, how's it going? And Monkey's like, oh, hey, Polly, how's it going? It's, not bad, whatever. And after a couple of minutes of me not saying anything, Monkey says, you seemed a little hot in chat, man. Did you, what happened? Like, you seemed like you had something to say. And I said, well, you know what? And I told him pretty much what I just told you. It's like, there's a big difference between talking shit in chat. I don't really think it's worth it. And CRP goes, oh, wait, no, hold on. You have a criticism of me? I want to hear it. And I said, no, listen, I'm in Monkey's house now. It's not really the fucking time or place. Like that, if we were on my channel or something or whatever, or you invited me on your channel to have some kind of disagreement, maybe. But here, it's not really worth it. And he goes, no, I insist that you tell me what you think of me. And I thought, oh, well, this is an invitation. This is different. And
I insist that you shit on this man's lawn.
Yeah, he did invite me.
This lawn doesn't exist anymore because it was in Ukraine.
So the whole
whatever the equivalent would be
of that
now.
stream lasts a while, and so far, and I don't blame her for doing this. Takes the last bit of it to so there's very little there's not a lot of context, but there is a lot of humor. This is
it's even if you took here's my thought process of doing that though. Like just a little insight here, I guess. The whole reason I took the end of it was I was planning on doing more, right? Taking bits of the middle chunks and cutting them together. It would have been too long. Like way too fucking long. Like there were really great moments all throughout that bit.
Yeah. And
it was a fucking amazing segment, but
I don't
that
think he was
last
expecting
bit was the funniest.
I don't think he was expecting me to say the things that I did. He goes, do you have a problem with me? I said, it's not exactly a problem. I just think you're the Michael Bay of YouTube. And he says, what does that mean? And I said, you cover up for a lack of substance with stylistic camera moves.
Yeah, see what I mean? Though, there was so many funny
and that was
bits.
The first thing that I said to him because I'd been calling him the Michael Bay of YouTube, amongst Discord friends. I'm like, this guy has nothing to say. He has nothing to offer, but he wants to be there. So what does he do? He moves his camera around in all these cinematic ways while he says nothing. I mean, the guy's a moron, but yet, associates himself with, oh, Jesus, he had been associated with Medicare, fell out with him, and now Medicare can't stand him. He had been associated with the IBS crowd, fell out with them, now they can't stand him. He had been associated with, the list goes on and on and on. And, the whole thing he had with Sargon, Carl Benjamin, oh, damn. Like he was part of that whole Kraut and Tea Discord nightmare bullshit. He tried to insert himself into all this drama for the sake of self-promotion. And I said, I think that you do that. I think that you find a trend and ride it. And it's most explicitly obvious in your name. You heard that red pilling was popular, so you named yourself in 2016 something that made it obvious that you picked your name in 2016. And he really did not like hearing this, and he started flipping out. He called me polyturd, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are you, 12 years old? It's so on and on it went.
It doesn't even rhyme.
I know.
No.
He's not a terribly creative man. But anyway, there it is. That's where that clip came from. That's the background of it. And he said, you and me, Polly, we're done. And now I gotta go. It was just, he ran away in the middle of it. Like he said, I could stay here and talk for hours until I started talking. And then all of a sudden he had important things to do and he had to leave. That's why you're in the clip saying, I gotta go. And it's like, but only like 5 minutes ago, you were saying you had all the time in the world. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, and the best part is, like, that end clip, it's not even really that heavily edited. That's almost like pretty much straight up what the end of the conversation was.
Yeah.
I think maybe, like, I cut pauses maybe out of it, but, like, beyond that, nah, it's mostly, like, as is. Which means you hear every instant, and I only caught this when I did the remaster of it, right? Because, truth be told, when I did the original one, I was doing it very fucking quickly. Like, almost immediately after it happened, like, I'm putting it together. Because I'm like, nah, I have to get this out, like, right the fuck now. Because this is fucking funny as shit. Sorry, like, this is why the original looks so, hastily done.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, like, it's still up, you can go find it, but, it's why it looks so rough.
Yeah.
And, I didn't catch it then, but I caught it with the remaster. He says okay a hell of a lot, and it's always the same. Like, okay. Like, it doesn't change the tone of it. Like, holy shit, dude.
Oh, like when celebrities do that thing where they pull the exact same fucking face in every
Yeah, it's
photo
that.
you've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it is that, except verbal.
Yeah. And
like, it does that with okay. It's like, that's hilarious.
Pikmin, you're not wrong. Like, it wasn't even something that I had said. I'm just repeating. It's like, look, this is the thing. And he goes, yo, but you're repeating it as if it's real. And it's like, you just don't like the sound of it, man. Just admit it. Like, you don't like the sound of what somebody said about you, or you don't like to hear these things being said about you. And now here's somebody who is calling you a hack and having no substance and repeats this line, and now you've got this excuse to flip the fuck out. And that's all that it was. Him attempting to flip out. But, you know, anyway, some cynic said just fucking play the clip. So fair enough.
They want to play it. Yeah, I've sent it to you. The remaster, anyway.
Are the stream words cut from it? Because there were some stream words.
There's no.
Okay.
There shouldn't be.
Okay.
I don't think there's any streamer words in there. Any gamer words.
Let us. Oh yeah, I forgot the remastered thumbnail. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me just share it with these guys here in chat screen. We're looking into the future.
And to explain,
not very 19.
Yeah, and to explain, just to explain one thing, that the whole Gonzo thing, right? Because Coach Red Pill does live, or he did live anyway, in Ukraine, right? He is still alive. Don't worry about that. But there was a moment of time where we weren't really sure, because someone was claiming he was dead. And this person, his name is Gonzalo. Like, so Coach Red Pill's name is Gonzalo, right?
Yeah, he self-doxed and put his own name in the bottom of all of his videos, and then stopped doing that, and then claimed that anybody who knew his name was doxing him. And it's like, what?
Yeah, and it's like, no, he did it. He did this all on himself. He brought this all on himself. He put the name in there, whatever the fuck. He really can't get mad.
No.
But so yeah, his name is Gonzalo. And this guy that was claiming he was dead, did all these interviews with him before he disappeared for a bit. Cause yeah, he did actually disappear. But the whole time in him reporting that he was probably dead, and even the interview, he's calling him Gonzo.
Yep.
So say that he did actually fucking die, right? Like I don't want this guy dead. Like, just stating that, right?
Jesus
I don't
Christ,
think any of us want this guy
no
dead.
one wants him dead.
No one wants him dead. Like, I feel like I need to preface this, right? But like, say he did, right? And this is actually how it was announced to the world. And this is why the remaster exists at all, right? This is a celebration of him still being alive. Okay? Like, this would not have happened if he actually was dead. But say if he actually did die, right? That would mean the announcement of his death to the world. He would not have even had the dignity of having someone use his actual fucking name. He would have been called the same name as a fucking Muppet.
Yeah, he would have been known heretofore as Gonzo.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. And I love this thumbnail so much because
call him Gonzo.
A big part of he made this video way back in the day called Sargon Knew, attempting to insert himself into a controversy where Sargon knew that I was gonna be involved in these gay ops, the Kraut and all this other stuff that doesn't fucking matter anymore at all, even a little bit.
It didn't really matter at the time,
Yeah.
to be quite honest.
Yeah, it was, like I said, he was trying to ride a wave as he always did. Associate himself with a group, get angry at the group, and then get notoriety off of it. Lack of substance. You know, what else does he have? Well, he's got camera moves, pretending to be an angry tough guy, talking weird sex shit, and riding trends. And that's why he pissed me off, because he was just that guy. It's like, if you just want to have conversations online, that's fine, but that's not what you're doing at all. And so I love this picture of this tiny little otter staring up at this mind map of connections of how Sargon knew. Anyway, let's watch the remaster.
And so look,
what I heard from my memory of it is
I have to actually go because I have to do things. Okay, but I'll tell you this. This is the last time you and I are going to interact. Okay, but I'll tell you this. See, if you don't like my content, that's fine. Okay, but if you're going to attack somebody with lies, you better get be prepared for some pushback or a lot of pushback. Okay.
Somebody mentioning what someone else said in a video is not attacking you, man. If you think it is, come on now.
No, you the way you were referring to these smears is that as if it were the real thing. It's not. Okay?
I realize that you really don't like Sargon, and I realize that you have your reasons for it.
Okay,
especially
I don't like you, and the interaction we have had shows me that you're a pompous dickhead who doesn't understand. The
pompous coming from you.
of-
That's a hell of a fucking put down, man. Shit.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like me, and you are a pompous shithead who doesn't
That's deep, man. It really does.
and doesn't have the empathy to realize how damaging something like that is. And you never answered my question. How would you feel?
No, I
if
did.
somebody
I
was
said
in your-
I did. I said I wouldn't like it. I did.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it, but you did put it up with it. So why don't you just bend
No, I
over?
did. I didn't say I'd put up with it. Go back. You asked the question directly,
your
and I
ass.
said I did
Okay,
answer
because
it.
that seems to be the kind of individual that you are. Okay, so this is the last
that's not
time
fair.
that you
That's
and I
not fair.
Okay.
He
The last
told you
time
that he
we're
didn't think it was fair for him to
Thank you.
talk. Wait. Come on. Let me finish here.
I gotta go.
Okay.
9:30
You
in
have
the
to
morning
leave.
here. I gotta go do some stuff. So tell me, so we can finish off on a high note.
He said he didn't think it was fair to come at you, and you told him to go ahead. And then the part that you got upset about, and I understand that's personal for you, but he was talking about what someone else said. He did not say that about you, and I get it that
Yeah.
upsets you, but he wasn't saying that about you. He was asking about what somebody
No, he
else had
was
said.
asking as if it were true, and it's not true. Okay, so it's
I didn't even ask
Okay.
you if you thought you were a
We're
confidence
indulged
man.
into
The
this.
entire
Okay,
show,
hold on.
you were very
How do
angry
you-
at
how do you
Sargon
ask
because that video
something-
did.
Wait a minute. How do you ask something as if it were true?
I have to go. Renton.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for stopping by, bud.
Yeah, take it easy. Nice meeting you all, except you, Polydub.
Can somebody explain that to me? How do you ask something as if it were true?
fun.
A little bit with Jax at the end.
Yeah, I forgot to put him in the original one, so I'm like, I kind of did promise in the comments of the original, like, yeah, I'll do a remaster and put you in.
It's because he claimed to be, I have never done anything wrong. No one has ever claimed that I've ever done anything untoward. And I said, what are you talking about? Your reputation online is that you pulled a business scam with this guy. You did this thing with this guy. On this video, this person said it. Don't tell me. He was making a specific claim as to his reputation. And I said, man, you said your reputation is spotless. What are you talking about? People have referenced you pulling confidence scams, you pulling people out of fucking money, joining businesses and putting everything in your name and then taking off on your business partner. And he goes, how do you, and that is what he was so mad about. I'm like, I'm not the one who said that I had a spotless reputation. You are. And I'm like, no, you're not. These are the things that are said about you by your former partners. Not by me, not by some asshole who's making shit up. These are people who are in business with you that were saying these things. What do you want? And he's like, you're saying these things as if they're true. I'm like, I don't.
That's my favorite, one of my favorite parts of the whole exchange. Like, you're saying it as if it's true. Like, yeah, I do have to agree with Satsu. How do you ask someone as if it were true? How do you do that? Like, it's still a mystery to this fucking day.
I mean, you'd have to assert it as a fucking premise
as a fact.
On which, you'd have to assert it as a premise upon which you ask a certain question.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be, so, it would be, you did this, did you not? Like, something like along those lines, whatever. Like, there's lots of ways.
Given that you are in fact a complete and fucking total moron, this statement that you made about such and such.
Yeah, right?
Do you think it still reflects your opinion today? That's how you ask something as if it's true. By asserting that it is in fact true before you go, whatever.
That's
whatever.
Maybe through listening to that little exchange, you guys realize why I developed the opinion that I had of him before I actually ever spoke to him.
Oh God, yeah.
It was. It's like, how is this guy showing up on all these fucking channels that I like to watch? Because he's really just not elevating the content. He doesn't really have much to say. And whenever pressured, he wants to take off. This is not the first time. This is a pattern of behavior.
Yeah. And this isn't even the first time it's been in this exact manner of him going like, I gotta go, I gotta do things. No, there's an instance of this happening. Like, is this of that happening with Sinatra as well?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's another instance of it. I remember Sinatra showing us that particular clip once, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like exactly the fucking same. This is the same exchange. Of like, look, I gotta go, I got things to do. Like, holy shit, man.
223-1627, thank you for the $1. It's called a leading question. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but it's still just like, I don't think he's clever enough to know what a leading question is, to be quite honest with you. Which means it's still the question of like, what does he mean by asking something as if it were true? You know?
I guess you would have had to have listened to the time that he spent self-congratulating and speaking in his self-gratifying manner long before I came on, and that's what got me up enough to make comments in chat like, man, that's not even fucking remotely true. And like, do you remember when you did this? That's not true. That's not what that person said about you. Like, holy fuck, are you going to say anything that's true? Like, making comments in chat along those lines. And that's what got me up like that, because he was talking about like, oh, no, my channel's just getting bigger and bigger. This person's going to disappear. That person's going to disappear. Especially Sargon, Carl Benjamin is going to disappear. Really? How did that prediction work out for you?
Not very well.
I'm no Sargon super fan. It's just a question of all of these people he's claiming demise is on the way for him. And it's like, why? Because you don't like them? I mean, I don't like TJ Kirk one fucking bit, but there's no denying the guy still has a fucking channel and lots of viewers. I don't understand it, but why claim...
He has an audience.
Yeah, he does. He has an audience. He's providing a series of videos and content that people enjoy. I personally don't enjoy it. I think the guy's full of shit and a little weird. But why would I predict the man's doom? Like, as if it's a foregone conclusion. Actually, he's got a pretty strong pattern of holding on to his audience. So anyone coming on...
It's pretty lolcowy of him, honestly. That's all it is. Like, always predicting, like, your enemies are gonna be, like, gone within, like, a certain amount of time. Like, yeah, I'm gonna curse you.
Perish. Those who spat upon my name, they shall all perish. Is what
Yeah,
it fucking sounds
exactly.
like.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Pikmin, Sargon's like, look where he's at now. And I don't want to come across like Sargon doesn't need anyone white knighting for him. The guy's got his fucking huge flaws. He shouldn't get in debates, but he's also got I don't care how many times I get demonetized. I'm going to start over again and run some shit. And eventually he's like, I'm tired of starting new channels on YouTube. I'm going to start my own thing, lotuseaters.com. So now he can't get canceled by YouTube. Okay. This seems like a guy who's I'm just going to keep going and going. Does Coach have that? I don't know. You decide, I guess. Gamer Valine, thanks for the $16.
Sorry.
I didn't know you were Garter's Gamer Valine. Your boyfriend must be very happy. Look at that. Valine legs. They are now known from this point on.
Oh, well, all right, then.
We already have Weibo legs. Really quick, Gamer Valine, thank you for the $16. I think I could take them. I am really sick of men giving, quote, alpha advice and then getting pissed when there's a legitimate counter female. Let's start with what skills does he have outside of YouTube?
Well, apparently surviving in Ukraine somehow.
Yeah, I mean, there's a brilliant place to hang out at. Russia's invading. Let's stay and document it because I fancy myself a journalist, even though I don't report on anything. I just kind of disappeared for a while and used the fact that nobody could get a hold of me as a way of promoting my brand. Let's call it that. I don't know. You know.
I say, would you credit cockroaches far? Really? You know, surviving in a difficult place to survive in, like, really?
You know, that is a fair point.
Of all potato, that's cheating. I predict Polly will be drunk within the week. It's cheating, and you fucking well know it, man. 2231627, thank you for the $1. I'm not saying that's what he was asking. I was answering the question of how do you ask a question while saying it's true or whatever. Also, his doom is assured. Everything dies in the end. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I mean,
fair enough. But Jesus Christ. But you know, the funny thing is, that's not that whole interaction there, right? That clip. That's not even the last time that Gonzo interacted with someone from our little online sphere.
Oh yeah.
Remember Eve?
Yeah, Eve met him IRL.
Let Eve
that
tell
was
that story.
hilarious.
Yeah, I'll let Eve. We'll have Eve on next week, and she'll tell her own story because I don't want to tell another person's story. But she ran into him IRL.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's just the way she tells that story is just. Mwah.
Yeah.
It's
But yeah, and it's just hilarious though. Like, not even that. Like, that's probably the last actual interaction that he's had with someone from this group. But it's still just like he keeps coming back to our lives in very strange and unusual ways. You know?
Yeah, I remember.
It's quite amusing.
I remember Zelthor commenting at the time, going, like, this is on our own doorstep. I can't believe you told us CRP. You know how long I've been wanting to do that? And I was like, I remember him saying that. He goes, I can't believe you actually got the opportunity. And I was like, yeah, well, I tried backing out of it. I did. I wanted to. It was Monkey's show. I don't want someone coming on my show and yelling at one of my guests, because that's just, think about that for a second. That's just can put you in a really bad spot. You know?
It's not polite, but at the same time, if the person in question is saying like, no, you got a problem, why don't you tell me? It's like, well, okay.
Yeah, he insisted, so I did, and so well done, Michael Bay.
Yeah, well done, Gonzo.
So in any case, it is really time to get back to 1942 and not stop talking about 2016.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right. Holy shit.
And I would be remiss, and negligent if I didn't do something noir on Noir Bar. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right.
All right.
You're right. You're pretty right.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take 2 minutes, quick 2 minutes. Sam is going to play the part of one Detective Bernie Oles, and I am going to play the part of one private detective, Philip Marlowe. And we're going to have a little exchange here where Sam expresses his opinion and I retort. This comes from The Long Goodbye by Raymond Chandler. I may have been reading it recently. It's one of my favorites of Chandler's excellent penmanship. An ability to and this book actually takes place in 1942, so it's perfect. It's perfect. We need something noir-y, so we're gonna do it. Damn it. And Sam.
Schley, take it away.
Any time you are ready, sir.
I hate gamblers. I hate them the way I hate dope pushers. They pander to a disease that is every bit as corrupting as dope. You think those palaces in Reno and Vegas are just for harmless fun? Nuts. They're there for the little guy. The something for nothing sucker. The lad that stops off with his pay envelope in his pocket and loses the weekend grocery money. The rich gambler loses 40 grand and laughs it off and comes back for more. But the rich gambler don't make the big racket, pal. The big steal is in dimes and quarters and half dollars and once in a while a buck or even a 5-spot. The big racket money comes in like water from a pipe in your bathroom, a steady stream that never stops flowing. Anytime anybody wants to knock off a professional gambler, that's for me. I like it. And anytime a state government takes money from gambling and calls it taxes, that government is helping keep the mobs in business. The barber or the beauty parlor girl puts $2 on the nose. That's for the syndicate. That's what really makes the profits. Do people want an honest police force, do they? What for? To protect the guys with courtesy cards? We got legal horse tracks in this state. We got them all year round. They operate honest and the state gets its cut. And for every dollar laid at the track, there's 50 laid with the bookies. There's 8 or 9 races on a card, and in half of them, the little ones nobody notices, the fix can be in any time somebody says so. There's only one way a jock can win a race, but there's 20 ways you can lose one. With a steward at every 8th pole watching and not able to do a damn thing about it if the jock knows his stuff. That's legal gambling, pal. Clean, honest business, state approved. So it's right, is it? Not by my book, it ain't. Because it's gambling and it breeds gamblers. And when you add it up, there's one kind of gambling. The wrong kind.
You feel better?
I'm an old, tired, beat-up cop. All I feel is sore.
You're a damn good cop, Bernie, but just the same, you're all wet. In one way, cops are all the same. They blame all the wrong things. If a guy loses paycheck at a crap table, stop gambling. If he gets drunk, stop liquor. If he kills somebody in a car crash, stop making automobiles. If he gets pinched with a girl in a hotel room, stop sexual intercourse. If he falls downstairs, stop building houses. Sure, shut me up. I'm just a private citizen. Get off it, Bernie. We don't have mobs and crime syndicates and goon squads because we have crooked politicians and their stooges in the city hall and the legislatures. Crime isn't a disease. It's a symptom. Cops are like a doctor that gives you an aspirin for a brain tumor, except that cop would rather cure it with a blackjack. We're in a big, rich, wild place, and we're a wild people. And crime is the price we pay for it. And organized crime is the price we pay for organization. We'll have it with us a long time. Organized crime is just the dirty side of a sharp dollar. There you go. That's my excerpt for the night. So
I think that went
right
well.
then.
So who's full of shit? You decide. Get off it.
Stumbled over a couple of words there. I should probably have read that a couple more times before going through it.
Ben Affleck doesn't prepare, neither should you.
Oh, fuck! Don't compare me to Ben Affleck.
That's the worst thing you could have said.
Oh, God.
It's
been a rough week. I'm blaming the week.
Tell me Marlowe's wrong, though. Cops always have the same solution. Somebody gets shot, ban guns. Somebody falls downstairs, ban construction of houses. I mean, seriously, it's, yeah. You find the odd in-between cop that will tell you, no, that's not the problem. The problem is the neighborhoods generate the crime of the people who then seek it out. It's social conditions. It's this, it's that. It's single-parent families. It's, all sorts of complex stuff that isn't easily fixed by a politician with the swing of a fucking legislative pen. But politicians always tell you there's a quick fix. All we need to do is this thing and everything will be solved, usually in the form of banning something. Fuck off.
The danger and nature of a disease is not determined by the individual fucking germ. but the way the entirety of all of the germs that make up the disease interact, the way they spread,
Yeah,
how
fair
fast they
enough.
breed, what they infect. That's crime. That's crime. To try and nail it down to a singular point, it's stupid. So yeah, I disagree with my own character.
Molly O'Cammy's off to bed. Have a good night, Molly. Sleep well.
Good night.
And since we did something that was deadly serious, let's look back to the 40s and that's something that was just fun, damn it. I'm going to have to actually change the screen for you guys because you're staring at the wrong fucking thing. Change windows. Go over here. Bar sent me this a while ago and I never used it, so let's use it now.
Huh.
Remember this?
Yeah, I remember this. This is fucking hell.
Fucking hell. All right,
This could go any
It's
one of a
so
number of
stupid.
directions.
Let's see, where's share screen?
Is it supposed to be a video clip? Because if it is, it's sharing it.
No, I mean for chat.
Ah,
That's weird. It's not doing it at all. I wonder why.
Is it because it's a source?
No, they should still see it and they'll hear it through desktop audio. That's fine. I can still do the same thing. Let's just do another screen capture. Display capture. And display capture. Oop, wrong screen. Display number 2. There it is. Let's watch.
in the meanwhile.
Girls, it seems that after you've helped to win the war, you'll still have another battle on your hands, and legs and things.
Leg rollers.
The Battle of the Bulges. And here are some of the latest mechanized units on maneuvers, or rather, womaneuvers.
It's a fucking gym.
If you want to look like a sea nymph, you board the streamliner, and away you go to health and happiness. It curves you right.
Oh my god.
There's a tongue and place for everything.
What is
Tongue
that
isn't the
thing
right
doing?
place.
What is that doing?
Well, it all started with a rib, and now it's a rub. Eve certainly moves with the times, and she's making sure...
Oh, we know what this lady's up to. Come on. This is...
This is inappropriate.
Yeah. The most popular machine in that gym, for reasons we're not quite sure of. I mean, seriously, look at this thing.
Eve
Look
certainly
at it.
moves
look
with the
at
times,
this.
and she's making sure that her
It's
moves
always
will be
damp in the
graceful.
middle. I wish they'd wipe it
Battle
off
of
when
the
they're
Bulges
finished
is
using it.
Look at that smile on her face.
Girls,
Yeah, you fucking know it.
But yeah, this is a fucking gym. Look at them all working out.
I mean, yeah.
I with the roller one there that she's laying on, I'm just all I can hear in my mind is. I'm 12.
Oh, fuck, that's amazing.
Imagine
Yeah,
if she just slips and gets pulled into the machine. It'd be a terrible incident.
No, that's what I think of whenever I see this clip, right? It's like all this shit where it's like, it's just spinning around. Like, yeah, what if like their hair gets caught in that?
Right?
Or like a piece of their clothing? Like, oh my god, the amount of accidents that had to have happened with these machines. You know, like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that there was never an incident with any of this.
None of them are things that... They're all just massagers in one way or another. Like you said, I'm going up and down their legs, their calves, and whatever. And it's like, at some point, you think that that's going to result in losing weight? I don't get it.
Nah, it's the idea is that it's supposed to redistribute the fat around the body, right?
Is that what you're thinking? A woman is like a giant tube of toothpaste. You just squeeze it and it moves elsewhere?
I'm pretty sure that's what the idea was, yeah.
Wow.
What a stupid fucking idea.
Okay. Next 6 minutes, thank you for the $1. The sim called 6 Minutes and Irving Twin are both gumshoes on my Sims 3 island. We help the forensics department head Weebo Jones solve crimes. Well, it's nice to know that Detective Jones is still employed after that unfortunate incident involving the cadavers. Moving on.
No. Wind that the fuck back in just once. What did I miss?
I told her to leave the dead bodies alone, okay? I told her she was going to get blamed. Did she listen? Nope.
Oh, that's what she wanted, the epoxy resin dip. Oh, I should have known it was for no good.
All right, we have an Australian focus story here, so by all means, let's get right into it. And I'm going to shrink this because I had to just recapture the entire fucking screen because for some reason it just died off. The Telstra phone booth's bizarre placement is called out. Why? Where is it? Well, it's right there.
Telstra.
On the footpath.
Well, see, there's a raging debate as whether or not this is a footpath or a bike path. They can't seem to agree.
Really?
Jesus Christ.
I looked into it. It's zoned as a footpath, but painted as a bike path.
Why?
I don't know, Australia. Why?
Where the fuck is this? Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That explains everything.
One of Sydney's few remaining phone booths, someone mentioned on Reddit, is in the middle of a cycle path, handy if you need to call an ambulance after you collide with it. Well, it's technically zoned as a footpath, and who the fuck painted it as a bike path? Because the city council's apparently unaware. So you're looking forward to colliding with pedestrians in reality.
It's for social distancing purposes. Everybody stays in their fucking lane.
Nice. And there's the little guy, in case you were wondering.
One of the few that still exists.
Yeah.
You go to Telstra booths.
And then Reddit displaying their Redditiness. Using Google Earth Pro, one person in the comments on the Reddit thread determined the phone booth had potentially been installed in 2006 or 2007. They said the orange top of the phone booth appears on Google Earth in March of 2007. They're doing the Lord's work over there.
Okay. Yeah, way to go, Reddit.
Okay, so what kills me is that Telstra actually replied to this because they've been getting a whole lot of hate because 5 people on Twitter are angry, so a major corporation has to respond. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
In a statement to Yahoo News Australia, a Telstra spokesperson confirmed the phone booth predates the path. Motherfucker, we were there first. Fuck y'all. Telstra also said the company...
Good on them.
Yeah. Telstra also said the company had not received any requests from the local council to remove the booth from the area. Quote, our public phone on Victoria Avenue has been serving people for many years and was installed before any pathway. They confirmed to Yahoo News Australia, our phones could be relocated on request, and we're happy to discuss this with the local council. In the meantime, riders are welcome to pull up, have a rest, and chat.
Yeah, this sounds about right for fucking Telstra, honestly. They're just going like, fuck you. Fuck you. We were here first. Now use our phone booth as your chat center. Sure.
You know what?
Make those cyclists real pissed.
Mm-hmm.
There was an initiative over here actually for old phone booths because they don't get used over here anymore either pretty well. And rather than just like ripping them out and then resurfacing the area, there's been an initiative to turn them into sort of like mini library type things.
Okay.
Like you can go, you can go to like the local mayor's office or what have you in your village or town or whatever, and ask for a single like use card or what have you, and then you go and you swipe the card through, you take out a book that you want to borrow, and then you go back to the mairie, you hand the card back in, and they register which book you're borrowing, and so on and so forth. Which I think is brilliant.
That sounds like so much work, though.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit.
Yeah,
arcane.
that's a bit much.
At the same time, you know, sometimes I get bored of the internet, and I want to read something in physical form.
Yeah, so you go down to your local phone booth.
Right.
Well,
Gilcado mentions that the Astra phone booths also serve as Wi-Fi hotspots, and it's like, okay, so y'all cyclists who believe you're on a bike path when you're actually on a footpath need to fuck off and realize the really cool services that are being offered to you. Like when your phone dies, you can still make a fucking phone call, or when you're out of data, or whatever the fuck, you've got a Wi-Fi hotspot right there for your free use. Shut up.
Look, they don't even have to ride on the road, which is a good thing already. You know, so they're out the way of my car. And they still have to find some way to be a complete and total dick.
Now, as I always like to do, as you guys know, space.com and Yahoo News only employ the finest of journalists with the strongest CVs ever, you know? So who wrote this? Ash Kant wrote this.
In Australia. That is unfortunate.
Oh, right.
Ash Kant. Now, I know she's probably put up with this her whole life, but go with a pseudonym, a pen name. You're Ash Kant.
What if that
Be a
is
journalist.
the pseudonym?
Is what Ash can't do.
Oh, God. Imagine how it's listed on, like, a bloody roll call or register or something like that.
Kant.
We're
Ash.
looking for Mrs. Kant Ash. Kant Ash. Has anybody seen Kant Ash?
Oh, shit.
Okay. So Far was wondering why nobody had ever sent her dick pics. So,
No, I was never wondering that.
Sam, she was wondering what.
Don't.
100% true.
See?
100
No.
factually correct.
I don't. Fuck off. I suck.
If you're interested in expanding on the matter, I believe her Twitter.
No, don't. Sam, don't. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
All you're gonna do is you're just gonna get a bunch of Richard Nixon pictures. It's fine.
I will
end
end you, Sam.
The only reason I have this story, is because I didn't think this could be true, but it is true. You can break your dick. It can be, it's true. The vigorous sex session that left an Indonesian man in hospital. A 50-year-old man was rushed to the emergency department in Java. No, not Minecraft. Like literally in the real world. There's a place called Java, okay? After being in extreme pain and unable to urinate for 4 hours. There, he told doctors he had felt a crack, my God, after having intercourse with his wife. The subsequent examination revealed the man's penis was significantly swollen, had turned purple, and was curving to the right. The man literally broke his penis.
Oh. God.
Wait, hold on. It was swollen, had turned purple, and was covered. Fuck. Moving on.
What kills me is that physicians have this. It's like scans revealed a rupture in the man's penis, and the physicians diagnosed him with get this, characteristic eggplant deformity. They've got it characterized. It's indexable.
Fucking millennials. They're everywhere. They're even doctors now. Jesus.
Within 2 hours, the unidentified man underwent emergency surgery for a fractured penis, and there it is. It fucking can happen. Don't let anyone tell you different. Danger abounds. Okay.
I fractured penis. I can't. I've got nothing. I got nothing. You can't make that funnier.
I wasn't trying to make it funny. I just couldn't believe that it was a real thing, and fuck it, there it is. It happens. I didn't think it could. I thought damage, perhaps, some sort of,
No, just straight up broke his dick.
Yeah, some kind of compuscular.
Oh, why did you have to put the word pus in here?
Okay, we're gonna leave this story alone, and we're gonna move on to something that's pretty odd. Because I still haven't been able to make sense of it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Woman shot and killed, and it's tragic, during special police training at Anacostia Library. Now, Anacostia, for those who don't know, is in the south of Washington, D.C. Now, they have special police force, special officers, security guards, basically, at the various libraries. Okay? And they're not armed, like with guns. Okay? They were in a train, so they're just security guards. They got security guards at lots of places. They got security guards all over my campus. Some of them from
cop type things.
What's that?
Mall cop type people.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And some of the security guards on campus are armed, and a lot of them aren't. They're just there to whatever the fuck, like break up fights at the couple campus bars that we have and whatever the fuck, respond to incidents and that sort of thing, right? Okay, they were the only reason they were at this library was for training in how to use extendable batons. That's it. Okay, the training officer who was there, who was a retired member of the DC police force, pulled out his gun and shot one of them dead.
What?
What?
I know. It's like, why? Did he just like fucking lose it or something? And here's the thing. This is the original story. Okay, I kept it up so they wouldn't be able to change it on me. Okay, the retired DC police lieutenant was conducting training on how to use an extended baton. Sources familiar with the investigation said that when the trainer drew a pistol to illustrate how quickly it could be done, he fired one shot, striking the police officer in the chest. Homicide detectives were called in to investigate. So this is the original claim. Sources familiar with the investigation said the trainer drew the pistol to illustrate how quickly it could be done. Like me, and I right away, what came to mind for me, okay, is like, okay, so what he was doing was, during the training session, this moron had his firearm with live ammunition in it, which he shouldn't have, right? He should have had a training gun, meaning a plastic gun, or have very much cleared his firearm, like every single fucking time that every normal person does when they put their gun away. You know what I mean? Put it in storage or whatever, you know? But he didn't. Because, I don't know, he didn't, right? And he said, look, guys, if somebody shows up like with a gun, you got to be ready. And let me show you how fast,
Oh, he showed them, all right.
Yeah, let me show you how fast somebody can draw a gun. And he drew the gun and fucking fired a shot, like by accident. Or that's what I thought. Okay, here's the story. Wasn't even 24 hours later, okay? I thought I had my training gun, ex-officer charged in special officers killing in DC library. Now the story is, he believed he did have his plastic training gun.
You can tell that by feel.
Yeah. He thought, and when I say plastic training, like training gun, what he meant was his solid piece of 3D printed plastic that's in the shape of a gun and bright fucking orange.
Oh, my God.
Special police officer Marisa Mannion of Indian Head, Maryland, was the victim. And rest in peace, because you were just there to try and learn how to use a baton as a security officer at libraries, for God's sake.
Yeah.
The Metropolitan Police Department said in an update she was 25 and a special police officer within the DC Public Library Safety Division. This is tragic.
Yeah, so you just shot a fucking 25-year-old for what? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why did this have to happen?
Jesse Porter, 58, was arrested and charged with involuntary manslaughter. Quote from the man himself: "I thought I had my training gun. Why did I do this? Is she okay?" Witnesses told police that Porter asked. It wasn't immediately clear if Porter has a lawyer. He's retired from the Metropolitan Police Department in 2020 as a lieutenant, an online profile says. According to the initial investigation, Porter shot Mannion at the This is where it gets weird, okay? Like, it's already weird, but here's where it gets just, what the fuck, okay? Porter shot Mannion at the conclusion of a training exercise in a conference room at the Anacostia Neighborhood Library. Witnesses told police that Porter, who had been hired to conduct the training, suddenly pulled a gun from his holster, pointed it at Mannion, and pulled the trigger once. They were standing together posing for a photo when this happened.
There is so much about this that is just... Yeah, I can't even say I'm surprised that you can't even piece it together, because I'm struggling to piece this together.
It's sad. Like, really, really fun.
Sad, unnecessary, and just completely fucking confusing as to how this even occurred.
Yeah.
Frankly, if I'd done some shit like that myself, I'm not looking for a lawyer. Just put me away. Clearly, I'm a danger to myself and society. Put me away.
Yeah.
Right?
It took 12 hours for the story to change that much from we're not like this is the guy that did the shooting, okay? And then you see shortly thereafter, look, Look at the beautiful young 25-year-old woman that he shot while she was posing for a photo with her fellow library security officers. And this guy whips out a fucking gun and shoots one of them. What the fuck? I am at a complete loss. I don't know if this is noir bar material or whatever. I've always envisioned that like a late night show would be me as the bartender going, hey, look at this newspaper. Isn't this fucking crazy? And this fits. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, this definitely fits. Just Jesus Christ.
Look, guys, I like to think of myself as a pretty funny individual. I like to think I can make light of most situations.
You can't do it for here. This is just like, holy
There's
fuck.
nothing about this. I mean, like, when I heard that headline, I was like, oh, yeah, special cops. No, not even that. Not even that. No. Wow.
Yeah. And it's like, Ginger Snap, good question. Anyone else not really believe him? Here, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it just seems really fucking weird that they go from like, yeah, he was showing up, like, look, this is how quick it goes, to just suddenly you have, yeah, he just kind of shot her. We don't really know why. Like, no, this can't be like a complete, like, you going like, oh, I thought I had my training gun on me, because as you guys are saying, it appears to be quite obvious if you have a fucking training gun on you.
Yeah, as Gamer Valine is saying, training guns are bright blue for them because some tasers used to be orange. Fair enough, yeah. I've seen orange training guns. They're older ones, definitely, because it's just a piece of 3D printed plastic. Like, it's a, so it's not like they wear out.
Yeah, but it's like the point still stands. It's like you have that in your hands. You should know the difference.
The weight.
So you can't even go with that.
How about the weight of it alone, Sam?
Yeah.
The weight of a loaded gun, even a polymer framed gun, if you could claim that, well, the polymer feels the same as the plastic of the training gun. Okay, let's say you could even make that claim. Dude, they're wildly different weights. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, and this is like, this is his gun. This is his fucking pistol. I gotta tell you, if I was fumbling around in the dark, right? I don't know, my gun had got knocked off somewhere and it was dark and it was like, I don't know, under something.
Yeah.
I could put my hand on pretty much any part of my gun and know that it was my gun.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss. I'm at a genuine loss.
Like I don't really have much, experience with guns, but I have held one before, right? And it's like, yeah, even I can tell the fucking weight. Those things have a weight to them and a feel to them that like just plastic and fake guns just don't have. When
you gave the headline of this article, Polly, I was genuinely expecting this to be a case of negligent discharge.
Yeah.
Just it was on a tabletop. There was one in the fucking chamber. He'd not cleared the chamber properly, but he'd removed the mag or something like that. And he went to pick it up and he grabbed it wrong and squeezed and bang, and because that happens, right? That does happen. We all wish it wouldn't. We all wish it wouldn't, but that does happen, and you can kind of understand that. This makes no sense.
None of it. Because like I said, to go from, there's a reason I had the two stories and just didn't tell the second story, because the first one is he was trying to show sources familiar with the matter. In other words, they, in my opinion, it's total guesswork. I don't know. But it's like, we need to get a story out there because a recently retired lieutenant just shot somebody dead at a library when they were teaching them to use less lethal weapons, like, ASP extendable batons. And one of them's shot? How? And it's like, well, because the guy who was training them brought a gun. Why? I don't know.
Why would you even bring a real one?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's the confusing part. Like, just to add on top of all the other confusing shit, isn't it? It's like, you're not even training with guns. Why did you bring a real gun and then claim that you thought it was a training gun? The whole thing had nothing to do with guns.
And more to the point,
there was no need.
You thought it was a training gun. Okay, here's the critical question. Why were you pointing your training gun at a bunch of people posing for a photo?
Yeah, that too.
What the hell were you doing?
The thing was, like, okay, I could understand, like, okay, if you were going to bring a real gun in or something like that, okay, guys, look, this is what a real gun looks like, or what have you. This is how long you've got to determine whether or not it's a fucking threat or whether it's someone mucking about with a toy.
Yeah.
And you know, come closer, gather around, class, gather around. Okay, so say the person's dropped a gun or something like that, and you want to make sure that it's safe. You know, lots of guns look like this. This is what the fucking safety lever looks like. This is how you can check. So on and so on. That I could understand. But no, he just whipped that fucker out and pulled.
Yeah. And shot her center of the chest. That's why she died immediately.
He had time to draw the fucking bead and everything?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because there's a whole...
Yeah, that's on purpose.
There's a whole bunch of local...
That's not an accident.
Only district local news is covering this. So there's you have to go to, like I did, to local DC news to find anything about it. It's like the lightning strike in Lafayette Park. No one's talking about that nationally. Yeah, there's a park across from the White House called Lafayette Park, and lightning struck there and killed 3 people.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's sad. Like, it's really sad, right? But nobody wants to talk about it because they don't want, sorry for the pun, a storm cloud over the Biden presidency.
At any rate, that is what we're going to try to do.
That tells you something. I mean, I just... Ugh. Anyway, Gamer Valine, thank you for the 350. Hold up. Legitimate training guns are supposed to match loaded weight of the department service weapon. That's partially why the whole thing is so brightly colored instead of just an orange tip like an airsoft.
Fair play then. Fair play.
Okay, okay.
I was right.
Even still.
I don't know. I've run through... You know what, Valine? Fair enough. There's probably even ones out there that are properly balanced that are like top heavy, like a polymer framed gun would be. I've run through shooting houses where they, for IPSC and IDPA, where, okay, here's your training gun. And then for concealed carry, where the training guns that they gave us were, no, they weren't weighted. So I totally believe you that the training guns are weighted, but not all of them.
I was going to say I was when I was still in. Yeah, I was literally just a fucking piece of plastic that looked like one and was the approximate length. You know,
it seems like a better idea that they're weighted just for the sense of it.
Yeah, so you get used to it.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Yeah, but I hear your point, Valine.
But even saying that, even if it is weighted though, wouldn't the texture of it still be different too?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, somebody in chat said that the texture is completely different and so on and so forth. Yeah. And the last comment here: the entire situation is odd. There's the only take that I can have from it. Like, there's no sense to be made about any of this. That poor fucking woman, that idiotic man, everything. What the fuck? Like, just everything.
Why would you actually go through the process of pulling the trigger even on a fucking training gun? There's no need to do so. If you're just demonstrating how fast it can happen, you don't need to actually squeeze. Fucking hell.
Well, you know, if it was a demonstration, he certainly demonstrated.
If there's one thing that can be pulled out of this, it's clear, is the ongoing myth and fallacy that police receive a special training that benights them with a level of skill that your average citizen doesn't have, and you hear news entertainers repeat that notion. That's why guns are not safe in citizens' hands, because police and their training, and it's like, oh, fuck off. That's
no.
Ooh, Weibo legs. I was wondering. Travis Gardner, thank you for the $3 and the Weibo legs. Why would you have real guns in the area when you were doing that type of training? That just seems like asking for a problem. Yes. Why would you unholster it? Let's say he goes everywhere.
I don't think he was even supposed to have that.
Yeah. Oh, there's going to be all sorts of questions that I don't think anyone's going to hear anything about this after the fact. I think it's the initial fact that a shot was fired and somebody died. That's the story, and they're not going to talk about it afterwards. It's like the FBI agent who did the fucking backflip and then dropped his gun and then went to pick it up so quick and squeezed the trigger and shot the person in the shin. Remember that video from like 3 years ago?
Oh, I remember it now. You're describing it.
Yeah. Did you ever find out what happened to that FBI
No.
agent? I did. And I had to scratch and search and et cetera, to find out what happened. Nothing. He wasn't handcuffed. He was let go that very, very night after being asked some questions, and he was transferred, and it was ruled an accident, and that was the end of it.
Still negligent discharge.
It's like, wait a minute, you were drunk doing a backflip, you dropped your fucking gun and you fired and hit someone in the fucking shin and they're permanently disabled? Huh. Great. Yeah, there's that extra special training. They're called retention holsters for a reason. Retain.
You know, I'm leaning more towards the possibility with this, that this was just a straight up murder. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I really can't help but think that, you know, just with everything here, it's like, I don't even know what the motive would be, you know, but it's like, I just have that nagging feeling of like, no, I feel like this is just straight up fucking murder. He just fucking wanted to kill someone for some fucking reason.
You must be one of those lady cops. Not on my watch.
I mean, if you guys, if you guys watch a lot of Noir Bar, we don't cover stories like this a lot, but this one was just so weird because it was a library security officer. She was so young.
Yeah.
Well, it was just so pointless, and you were so stupid. It just blows me away. I had to, I don't know. I threw it in there just
poor choice of words, Polly.
What?
Blows me away.
Oh, Jesus. You could have said nothing.
You have
No
a
one
palate
would have
cleanser.
noticed nothing. No one would have seen nothing, Sam.
Oh, yeah, they would. Your chat is extremely perceptive and bright.
Yeah, they clip all the right things. It sucks. You know what? After that, I am going to go refill my drink. And you know what? I'm drinking. So guess what? There's no guns in sight. You know why? Basic gun safety. Pay attention, retired DC lieutenant.
And FBI agents.
Yeah.
He may well do a backflip, but that's fine, because he ain't carrying.
Yeah, right? You just break his neck. It's all good.
Fucking jackasses. So we're going to take a quick break. We're not going anywhere. Back about 60 seconds because I just got to run and go grab some ice, really. That's the only thing I'm missing. So we will see you shortly, y'all.
All right.
And we're back. Hope everybody
Yay!
finished their drinks. Round 5 on the way. Okay. So after that, I think it's time that we look into some stupid shit that people do because people are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we just do that?
Well, yeah, but not in this particular
Yes and
way.
no.
Let me give you an example. Here we go. Owner is trying to give away cursed fridge that houses his stepmother's soul.
What? What?
Chilling.
I thought you.
Oh my god, I love it.
I thought you'd like this one far.
Oh my god. How does he know? How does he know? Does it nag him? Does it tell him to clean his room?
Far, he doesn't
Just
know.
ignore him.
He's a crazy person.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the fact that the fridge ignores him. Because, you know, he's the stepchild. What is... I want to know his reasoning.
It's chilling in more ways than one. Sam, they got there ahead of you. It's...
No, they didn't. Not in this read-through.
A free fridge offer comes with a catch. The kitchen appliance is likely haunted, the owner warns. Quote, my stepmother had a heart attack on our kitchen floor in the middle of an electrical storm and her soul was transferred into the computer unit of the smart fridge.
Oh my god. That's why you think it has your stepmother's soul in it? Because she fucking had a heart attack in the middle of a thunderstorm?
But wait, there's more. Okay, it is not just that.
Oh my god, there's more.
And
There's
apparently,
more?
the stepmother, quote, talks to them. Quote, she's been subtly undermining me ever since.
See, now that I can relate to.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. Can you drop me the link to this article when you're done,
Sure.
please, Polly? I need to send this to Mitzi.
She's been subtly undermining me ever since, commenting on how many slices of cheese I've eaten or whether I've properly put them back on something. The owner held out for a while and then declared that they had had enough, according to the Southwest News Service. Quote, I'm starting to feel it's completely unreasonable that she's decided to live in our fridge, judging me on my culinary decisions. She has to go.
You know what it is? It's like when he takes something out of the fridge, right, and he shuts the door. You know how there's like that moment of recompression as the air cools,
Yes,
and the door sort of sucks shut. I think it's got a slight
is that
air
what it
leak,
is?
and it's just going. That's what it is. That's what he can hear.
And he thinks that's her, like, sighing in disapproval.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
so this is the
Ollie, can we take this fridge in?
this is the flyer. Cursed fridge, free to collect. My stepmother had a heart attack on our kitchen floor in the middle of an electrical storm, and her soul was transferred into the computer unit of the smart fridge. She has been subtly undermining me ever since, commenting on how many processed cheese slices I've eaten, or whether I've put a lid properly back on a thing. Whilst my wife finds comfort in her mother still being around, I'm starting to feel it's completely unreasonable that she's decided to linger in our fridge, judging me on my culinary decisions. She has to go. Aside from the soul within, the fridge itself is completely
She's
working.
got things to do.
Aside from the soul within, the fridge itself is in complete working order, and I'm sure the unit would be far more agreeably housed with someone who hadn't forced their perfect child into a life of mediocre servitude.
Oh, wow.
So how
Ollie,
can you
we
tell
take
the
this
fridge is...
I love it.
So how can you tell that the fridge is haunted? Well, the electromagnetic readings in the area were going off the charts, and there's a certain icy chill.
I think this would be like the perfect, the perfect new addition to the bar. I think she would fit in just fine.
You think I should put the fridge somewhere in the background? Like,
No, I think
down
she
the
belongs in the
hallway here?
kitchen.
She belongs in the kitchen.
You got to say that far.
It's a fridge!
That's how-
She lives in a fridge!
Yeah, but that's how you get clipped. I think she belongs in the kitchen is all anyone's going to hear.
That's the thing
I
now.
don't care. It's a fridge. It belongs in the kitchen. So yeah, she's gonna live in the kitchen.
Why are you giving the fridge a gender? It's still
It's a stepmother lives in it.
Oh God, this is how New Age religion starts, people.
Yeah. Okay, look. That is enough of the crazy stories that don't make no sense. Let's move on to something that makes sense.
Honestly, that fridge story makes more fucking sense than the other one. Jesus.
It really does. Oh God.
Destructive identical twins doused themselves in fuel and tried to blow up an Esso garage.
Hot.
2 sisters have been sent down by a Canterbury judge after they found themselves drunk, covered in petrol, and trying to blow themselves up with a broken lighter at 3 a.m.
Oh God.
As you do.
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck else are you gonna do late at night? I mean,
don't call on me. All my lighters are fucked at all.
The pair covered themselves in fuel using the petrol pumps at an Esso garage in Canterbury, Kent. Brittany and Bethany Lee, 23, ended up in a face-off with police as they made their sinister threat at 3 a.m. on April 10th. The two were luckily saved by their dodgy lighter, which broke as they tried to commit the deed.
Oh my God.
Following the proceedings at a Canterbury Crown Court, they were sentenced to 3 years and 9 months each. They told the police they were going to kill themselves. They were found to be drunk at the time.
You know, some sisters don't get along, but these two strike me to have been the bestest of Buddhists. That's a joke about self-immolation.
Yeah, no, I got that. The strike part. Yeah, that was good. What seemed to save them was a dodgy lighter. I love it.
Oh, fucking hell. Just getting drunk, you know, like, and deciding to set myself afire, as you do.
Yeah,
this is why I have such a hard time like understanding British nationalism these days, because that's where this is from. Yeah, like, really, you want to preserve this? Really?
Look,
you've been on that island by yourself for too long. Come out into the light.
Well, this
is okay.
The possessed fridge cult donated $1, saying, "All hail the mighty fridge."
Damn it, Far! You see what you've done.
And I don't have a problem with it. I fail to see its problem.
Oh.
You know,
all hail the fridge.
I mean, there's
long may she groan and you know, disrespect your choices.
You know, here's the thing. In case you guys think that I just grab anything that's weird, just do whatever. No. I have standards. I have limits and reasonable expectations of what my audience, what chat wants to hear about. Like, look at the story off to the side. Woman sexually abused dog for 8 years while boyfriend filmed the sick romps. I don't care what that story's.
Oh,
I don't want to know. That story keeps repeating everywhere I go on the Daily Star. They keep throwing it up, and I'm not clicking on it. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to know about your weird bestiality bullshit. Jesus Christ.
That is the Daily Star for you, though. They are the tabloid of tabloids.
Well,
in the UK.
Yeah. Okay. Plans for statue with massive erection leave students at top UK university fuming.
Of course it does.
Where's the erection? Is it the thing at the top?
No, you're looking face on at it right now, deliberately.
Okay.
So they don't show you. So let's just scroll down. There it is.
Oh, okay. I would also be kind of annoyed at that, just because it's like, why?
Because it's fucking fun, okay?
I mean,
because
it's funny. Don't get me wrong, it's funny, but I'd also just be like, okay, why?
University students have got no fucking sense of humor anymore. That's what's wrong
with the world. As far as you're into, corporate art and the bad directions that it can go, and the weird people that can make it. The artist claims that's not what it is at all. It's in fact a man crouching. It is not a man standing with an erect penis. So the Daily Star drew us a diagram to illustrate.
So those are supposed to be his knees bent?
Yes.
That doesn't. How? Dude, no, that's not how anatomy works.
Look, I gotta be straight with you, right? Okay, like, don't get me wrong. I like to blow my own horn a little bit when I can, but like, no man's got a penis that big in proportion to his body. Those are definitely his knees.
No, I can see that's what they're probably trying to go with, right? But the problem is, yeah, no, that's not how anatomy works, man. You kind of failed here. Like, you kind of need to have, like, more of a gap at where the back of the legs are for that to even look like legs.
Yeah. What I like...
It's just straight up and down.
What I like the most about the Daily Star's graphic
I'm seeing it.
thing here, okay, is that they've blurred out the penis. Like, okay, great. Like,
Yeah,
it's a fucking silhouette, but you still blurred it out. But second, I like how they've made him, like, so short and squat when the other guy is, like, a normal proportioned man, and they use some homunculus individual with a huge dick to demonstrate what the students are seeing.
They used a dwarf. They used a dwarf. Just say it.
I love that they did that. Now, here's the key. Here's the key. You know what happened on a university campus? Why? Because they also claimed the statue was, quote, exclusionary because only 41.8% of the full-time students at the college are female. So it's... So where's the giant tits? Where's the female genitalia? You put a man with a giant dick, you're excluding us.
Okay, this is like probably one of the only universities where females are in the fucking minority if statistics are to be believed in the UK, because it's like attendance across the UK for universities is like 3/4 female.
Yeah, yeah. In the US too, it's like 60% of student bodies on average are female. It's and Sam, I wasn't kidding when I said that I put my VPN on France because, like, see bracelet anti-mosquitoes bait toss less records de vents and France. See, it's all in French.
Yes.
Was that painful to hear? You want me to do it again?
Slightly.
You want me to do it again?
Slightly.
I can do it again.
Sure, it's been 2 weeks since that was the last time I was subjected to this.
See bracelet anti-mosquitoes.
Yeah.
That's how I even was.
La plupart de français qui usent Windows D.
Qui. You've taken Latin. You've done some Latin, Polly. Come on.
And novelles photos du Titanic dévoilant une réalité horrible.
I'm guessing that's really horrible.
De nouvelles photos de Titanic dévoilent une réalité horrible.
Which means what?
New photos of the Titanic reveal a horrible reality.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of gathered that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, a Brit tourist was decapitated by a helicopter propeller while taking a selfie. Whoops.
Whoops, indeed.
That's there's Meghan Markle. Let's move on. For God's sake, let's move on.
There's a reason they're called choppers, people.
Yeah.
Avoid the spinny bit.
Ooh.
Mystery pink light in the sky thought to be aliens turned out to be caused by cannabis.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes. All of this. I'm here for this story.
An incredible neon pink glow lit up the sky above a sleepy Australian town on Tuesday, July 19th, making locals question whether they were about to be abducted before learning the real cause.
This guy was just slightly allergic to cannabis. It's okay.
Locals in the town of Mildura, Victoria, were left scratching their heads and even a bit afraid when the vibrant light started radiating across the sky.
They were just being paranoid.
Tamsi Unpronounceable told the Daily Mail Australia her mum called her to ask to see if she'd seen this weird pink light in the sky. She recalled, my husband, kids, and I jumped in the car and drove to my uncle's who lives in place where the light was strong. It was so bizarre looking. We had no idea what it was. Okay. How does
That's not the sun. That's just a really powerful grow lamp.
Holy Christ, that looks like, you know.
Wow.
One of the old ones is rising. Like Omegon has called his friends. Like Jesus.
I think the image is from Stranger Things.
Oh, is it?
They're saying like, some people compared the light.
It says right there, yeah, for the light show to Stranger Things. There it is, right there.
Oh, now I'm disappointed.
Yeah. All right. One woman asked whether or not, to don tinfoil hats. Okay. It transpired the weird lights was coming from a nearby medicinal cannabis farm. It transpired that the weird lights, Australia, was coming from a nearby medicinal cannabis farm, where what?
It really was a grow lamp.
Where farmers had left the blinds on a growing shed open, revealing the glow of the powerful lights used to nurture the plants. Medicinal marijuana company Can Pharmaceutical confirmed the blinds inside a commercial harvesting shed had been left open, revealing the otherworldly glow. No shit, dude. How many kilowatts are you burning, bro? Look at that shit.
Right.
I'm so meta today. What the hell?
That's leaving your blinds open. Look, do you wear welder's masks when you walk in that room?
Oh my god, I hope they do. Because that looks like some fucking intense ass lights. Otherwise, like, can you imagine, like, going in there if that's like what it looks like when you leave the door?
It's the pot signal.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Look, you're gonna need, like, medicinal marijuana to be able to deal with the artifacts of growing this shit. Holy fuck.
No kidding. You could get something.
Yeah, why do you need to take this weed? Yeah, I was one of the ones growing it. Oh, okay. Why do you need the lamps? Lamps, man. My eyes will never be the fucking same.
Every moth in a 500-mile radius.
Yeah, fucking right.
That's something. I don't know if they've altered this photography or if that's just the natural glow and hue that the physical film or the digital camera took. I'd like to think they altered
probably digital camera.
I'd like to think they altered it in Photoshop.
I don't know. Look at that tree on the left hand side there. It kind of looks. It doesn't look too.
A light.
They might have upped the contrast. They might have upped the contrast on the picture.
Still
still
frightening fucking picture, man. Jesus Christ, I would have thought aliens too, or like, what the fuck? An extremely slow pink atomic explosion? Like, what's going on over there?
Yeah,
I tell you what really sells it though. Like, the shape of the cloud really lends itself to the whole, UFO.
Oh, it really does.
Thing. Yeah, that is great.
So let me tell you guys a story before we move on, because we're gonna do some lists now. We're gonna give Far a choice of lists, but before we do, I want to tell you about a little DM exchange that I had with the one and only Chaos Eve. Now, she sent me this meme, which I thought was funny. You may think you're cool, but you will never be Gangster Spock cool. Okay.
He does look dapper as fuck.
He does. He does. And I appreciate the, 40s dress and the Tommy gun and whatnot. And it is indeed Gangster Spock from the episode A Piece of the Action. Nice meme. Now, but I, of course, being a fan of Kirk, had to reply with, fuck you. Gangster Kirk's cooler. Look at him. Look at that look. Look at him. It's a better suit, too.
It is, but I think if the hat matched, I think I would be a little more on board.
But wait, there's more. Does Gangster Spock have his own original digital art? I think not.
Oh, fair play. It's Sinatra. I love your artwork, man, but this is cooler. I'm very sorry.
I'm sorry. You will never be as cool as Gangster Kirk. But wait, there's more. Does Gangster Spock have his own action figure? No, he doesn't.
With detachable hat.
Yes. So, in short,
I want one.
Gangster Kirk for the win.
Capitalism has succeeded.
Gangster Kirk for the win.
Can I have both? Can I have action figures of both, please?
I love that.
Does anybody own a 3D printer? If anyone in the audience has got a 3D printer, like, hit me up on Twitter. Send me some prices. Okay, I want this.
I just, yeah, there it is. So, clearly I won. In your face, Eve. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, his finger was on the trigger, but, you know, he's an actor. It's fine. No, he's ready to blast on some people. You know, he's ready. It's just you know. And I love that this is actually a PNG, so you can drop it on top of whatever. That's pretty cool. I'm going to use this somewhere at some point. I don't know where, but I will. I definitely saved a copy. Moving along. So far.
Yes.
So good.
Fuck off.
So far, we have some choices for you.
Okay.
9 weird drinks that will surprise you. Been waiting on that one, right? We still have the tree houses that we haven't finished. We have top 15 incredibly weird weapons of ancient times. And 10 awesome new inventions you'll never hear about.
How about drinks?
You want to do the drinks?
Yeah, let's do the drinks.
All right. 9 weird drinks in the world that will surprise you. You know how many hipsters around campus, my campus at least, drink this matcha tea thing with the little wooden ball and the special straw that filters the tea leaves that are loose leaf put into the... so many hipsters on campus, man. Anyway. Snake wine, Vietnam.
Oh, well, we're starting off strong, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking... Yeah, that is a snake in there.
Yes, it is.
Holy shit, that is a snake.
Yeah. Now, Sinatra's got a lot of rare spirits. You think he's got one of these? I doubt it.
Hey, no. No, this looks, consider this looks like, this is made in someone's kitchen. No.
Well, it is made in someone's kitchen.
Well, I mean, look at the bottle, though. Like, you can see the condensation at the top. It's not sealed properly.
Yeah, exactly. I know. True.
Like, this is just someone's homemade bullshit.
Like, have they just stuffed a dead snake into a bottle and then poured vodka over it? That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah. I think they have.
I hope they've, properly cleaned up that snake, because
it's Vietnam. So.
Yeah, but I don't know how much you guys know about snakes, but, a lot of them live and slither? Slither? Is that the word? Slither through filth. Just all the time.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, this was a former colony of yours.
Yeah.
You should know.
Explain yourself.
You should know the hygiene standards of Vietnam.
No, I don't think I will.
Well, here we go. A huge jar of liquid sitting on the table with one big old snake curled up in it. The snake has been covered in rice wine or grain alcohol and has been left to ferment for as long as possible. What is the reason for this, you ask? In some cultures across Asia, the process is known to be an aphrodisiac, of course. Furthermore...
Of course it is.
Yeah, this preserved liquid has medicinal properties. Sure.
Of course it does.
Yeah, sure it does. This is definitely one of the weird drinks in the world, as poisonous snakes are used to make strange drink. The reptile has toxins that dissolve into the liquid. So yeah, don't.
Oh God, it's like that Looney Tunes fucking bit with Daffy Duck in the Old West, where the guy in the black hat comes in and he has a snake bite. It's some bullshit poured into a glass and it just makes his hat flip. That's what this is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That was Nasty Canasta. I can't believe I remember the character's name. Jesus Christ.
There you go. You never forget that fucker.
Oh, my experience of drinking snake wine, yeah, I don't care. Tuna Tears Soju, South Korea. Soju is a clear distilled rice wine. Yeah, I've had soju. It's all right. There's just such a variety of it that you can't say you like it or dislike it because it comes in so many forms. Anyway, soju can also be produced using wheat, sweet potatoes, and tapioca. You find it in every bar, restaurant, and convenience store in South Korea. It's commonly blah, blah, blah. And sometimes they mix it with a fluid from the eye of a tuna, which naturally makes this a drink that must be included in the weird drinks around the world list. The eye lens of the tuna is mashed, then mixed with the soju. Do you know that fish eyes are packed with vitamin E? I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, I
don't care. That is just what the fuck. Why? Korea. Why?
Korea, you gotta see her.
After the fluid is combined with the soju, the result is a jelly-like viscosity. To describe it in one word,
I'm out.
salty. Salty,
I'm out.
gelatin, clear distillate.
What is this? Is it Jello?
Gary Valine, thank you for the $10 and the sexy woman drinking actual things worth drinking. It's called habu sake in Okinawa. They usually flash freeze the habu in a strike before they put it in the bottle. The habu is a pit viper native to Okinawa. Apologies for butchering any Japanese words I did there.
I think you hit them all right, actually.
I tried my best.
Yeah.
The Japanese are pretty fucking metal, aren't they, really, when you think about it?
Fuck yeah, they are. Fuck yeah, they are. It's just... no one questioned that.
It doesn't really occur to you, like, oh, these pleasant, peaceful people, queuing in their lines and going to their 9-to-5 jobs that they hate, but they don't complain about because they're Japanese. And then you hear about, like, their drinks and their food. Fucking fugu and whatever the hell that was. Habe, whatever it was. Yeah. So fucking...
Habu sake.
Yeah, habu sake.
Yeah. Tatra tea, Slovakia. Is it just 72% grain alcohol? Please tell me it's not just 72% grain alcohol. Okay. What you need to do is the perfect digestive, Tetra tea. Tetra tea should probably feature in the must-try drinks list. Not on the weird drinks list, but yet you put it on yours. Okay. Why is it so special? It has a range of different flavors starting from 22% alcohol up to a whopping 72% alcohol. Well, that's really something. Slovaks are big tea drinkers, and the classic Slovak liquor takes tea to a whole new level. So what is it? First,
I'm back on board.
First, they brew black tea. Then they add herbs. Not herbs, but herbs to spice it up. Finally, alcohol adds the punch, and cane sugar makes it sweeter. And the unique ingredients? Spring water from the nearby Tatra Mountains.
Polly?
Yes.
Road trip.
Yeah, I mean, you've really pushed the limits. That was correct, Polly. Thank you again, Relina. I'm glad I didn't. I hate butchering names, and Japan's one of the few places where I actually want to get their words correct,
Gee, thanks.
Yeah. So it's tea with alcohol in it. Exactly. And sweetener and some
It's sweet
herbs.
tea, but alcohol.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Let's see what the Russians got. Kvass, Russia. Okay. A drink that originates in Russia is usually consumed during the summer. This is one of the drinks of the world, blah, blah, blah. Consists of rye bread, and it also is known as fermented black. The resulting color of kvass depends on the color of the bread that was used. This drink is as popular as vodka in this country. Vodka's Polish anyway.
I don't like it being called fermented black. That just sounds disgusting. Like, just really bad. Oh my god.
So yeah, it's fermented rye. They say it's bread, but I'm just getting the strong sense that it's rye, because once you've cooked rye bread, how are you going to get it to malt to produce the sugars that the yeast goes after? Seems weird.
It's a good question.
This is just evidence that the Russians will drink anything. You know what I mean? Fucking Russians. Number 5, baby mice wine. Oh my god.
What? Oh my god.
I think this is objectively worse than the snake wine.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Clearly. I'm just sitting here and this isn't dead air, guys. I'm stunned into silence. I guess that is dead air, but fuck.
Yeah. Well, like, what else do you say to this?
Like, at least with the snake, you could say, "Oh yeah, okay, so that's for shock value." But baby mice?
All right.
Oh my god.
Wait, is this for the cat girls?
Oh my god, this is Chinese.
In ancient times, you had to be resourceful to deal with disease. You couldn't find the money to buy the medicine to treat illness. The locals had to improvise. So naturally, they put, baby mice in wine. Baby mice wine was their go-to treatment. This strange drink has multiple healing properties. They include curing asthma. In addition, it also rids the body of liver disease.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, I'd love to see the laboratory
Right?
proof of that. And they're not dead. They drown them in the rice wine. Lastly, they let it ferment for 1 to 2 years. The aim is to achieve the strongest rodent flavor possible. Apparently, the stronger the flavor, the more disease it fights out of the body.
Oh god, because no Chinese food is complete without a touch of animal cruelty.
Yeah, right? Fucking hell.
Similar.
Just as an aside, though,
Yeah.
like the rodent flavor actually doesn't bother. Have you ever had stuffed dormice, Polly?
No, I've heard of them only through reading about ancient Roman stuff because I know that was popular with them. Yeah.
They are actually really, really good.
Really?
Yeah. Strong recommend. If you can get past the fact that it's mice thing.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a struggle for me.
Mm-hmm.
Sam's like, yeah, I understand. Yeah.
I have no questions.
Similar to any other fermentation process, the result is an alcoholic liquid. If I'm being honest, I'd have to be blind drunk to try baby mice wine. Definitely one of the weird drinks of the world. Would you? No, I wouldn't. Just like, good God. It looks like piss.
Hey.
First of all, it looks like fucking piss. There, I said it.
Yeah,
it does.
Oh my God, how unappetizing can one image get?
Can we move on?
Yes, we can. Chica, Peru. Oh no. It looks so unassuming. What the fuck is it?
What is it? Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is?
It's
Is this
corn
what
beer.
I think it is?
Oh, I'm looking at the word for the next one down, and I'm like, yes,
Firstly,
okay, this
they
is the territory
extract
we've entered.
Firstly, they extract the sugar from the corn and then boil it. And lastly, they ferment it. This happens over several days. The liquid
Okay, so
ferments
it's
in
just
huge
beer?
vessels. This process is similar to modern day production of beer. Of course, back in those days, the equipment on hand was pretty much limited. However, if we've discovered anything about the Incas, it's that they were incredibly clever people. The taste of chinca is similar to kombucha, which makes me not want to try it simply because fuck the fucking...
Agreed.
Man, I walked into... I was trying to cut through the supermarket, so I cut through the aisle that was like the health food aisle. You should have seen the kombucha wall that they had. Fucking hipsters, man. There's like blueberry kombucha, fucking kale kombucha. Like, oh, fuck you guys, man. None of this shit's going to be here in a year because you're going to be moved on to, fucking whatever the fuck.
The next consumerist trend.
Yeah.
Ironically and yet also unironically.
Kumis. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Why is there
does
a
it
horse
have to
on it?
be?
Why is there a horse on it? That's a good question.
Why is there a horse on it?
Because when you
Kumis
you
is
take
not
a swig
everyone's
of it-
favorite because it has an unusual taste. There are similar drinks to kumis around the world. Drinks such as whatever in Turkey, Lebanon, and parts of Europe, and kefir produce a similar taste. It can also be featured on this list. The recipe to make kumis is this. Firstly, take the milk from a mare or donkey, then ferment it for many hours, even days. The result is a drink that tastes sour and a little tart. Kumis is a good source of calcium. So it's fucking fermented milk that you've just left out to be naturally fermented by the yeast in the air. That's gross.
Very, very young yogurt by the sounds of it.
Right. Yeah. This is like, it's going to have chunks eventually.
Oh, presumably you strain the chunks.
God.
Or be Australian and eat them.
Hey! Shut the fuck up about Milo. It's not chunky milk.
Milo's chunky
It's
milk.
chunky milk.
It is.
It's not chunky milk.
It's supposed to be chunky. If it's not chunky, it's wrong.
It's not chunky milk. Fuck
It's
off.
If it's got like a little dry, powdery crust on top, that is ideal. That's how you know you're making your Milo properly.
Chunky milk.
It's not.
But I'm a texture guy. That's why I don't like tapioca pudding.
I love tapioca though.
Oh God, it's slimy and it's got slimy little more firm bits in it. Ugh.
That's not what Milo is. Milo isn't slimy.
No, I was describing tapioca pudding.
Yeah, I know, but it's like you say, yeah, it's still chunky and shit. It's like, is that why you call Milo chunky milk? You're imagining it's like this slimy, horrific abomination?
No, not at all.
I mean, look,
Because that's what I think of when you say chunky milk.
Which would you prefer, chunky milk or chunky yogurt? That's the real question.
Neither. Neither, because honestly, fuck milk by itself.
Oh, I didn't see Pear to Bear before. Hey, Pear, how's it going? Always happy to see Pear to Bear around. Number 8, mate. Yeah.
Love me some mate.
Fuck. It's because of the hipsters. It's not because of the people that drank it. It's the fucking trend. It's because of the specialized cup and straw and whatnot.
Oh yeah, that's all completely superfluous. My sister-in-law is Argentinian, and yeah, she got some the stuff together to make it, and she made me some. I was like, haha, this is so good. Love it.
It's caffeine-rich infused drink made from the dried leaves called the yerba mate. Yerba mate leaves are dried and chopped, and then they are ground into a powder, and finally hot water is added to create the popular drink. I'm glad they left all the description, like the filter metal straw and the wooden mug that is traditionally drank out of. Cava, Fiji. Oh no.
Oh no.
Talk about chunks. Okay. If you get the chance to attend a kava ceremony in Fiji, you'll have the opportunity to try kava. One would imagine. Similarly, you might be able to taste it from a local bar in a small village. The latter is blah, blah, blah. My first impression, well, it looked like a cup of muddy water. The initial taste was just that. Kava is earthy and bitter and some gritty texture and peppery flavors. I can't feel my mouth. Instantly, you get a numb feeling on the tongue and lips. Is it full of blow? You might have convinced me. Of course, I finished the cup. Naturally, I didn't want to offend the host, yet my brain was screaming at me to stop. I clearly didn't enjoy this strange beverage at the time, and would agree with the fact that it is one of the world's weird drinks. But it's totally normal for the locals to drink. Why would anyone voluntarily drink this? Minutes later, a sense of calm crept over me. I enjoyed the mellow feeling that took over my entire body. I felt like I didn't have a care in the world and was very happy. So why did I feel so mellow afterwards? Kava's a psychoactive drink made from...
Of course it is.
Made from a plant grown called kava. The drink is made using the roots of the plant. Firstly, you take the root from the plant and pound it into a hard powder. Then you simply add water. And this drink has been around for centuries. It has a euphoric and anti-anxiety effect, which explains the mellow feeling of my experience.
So you got high.
Yeah.
So you got fucking high, basically. Yeah. That's the story there. Oh my god.
Well done, asshole.
It's like coca juice.
So that was number 9, Kava. Their drug trip out experience. I got to give them credit. That is a very thick wooden bowl you have there, my friends.
Yeah, right.
It started out as a plate, and they've just worked it down over the years.
Nature's dentist. Yeah, I might be interested in this if I had a, tooth that had been busted out in 1000 BC.
Hey, you gotta make do with what you got, right?
Yeah, where's the Kava at, man?
It's like when they used to give whiskey for as an anesthetic. It's like, yeah, it's not exactly good for you, but yeah, we used to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. I mean, I'd try it. I would, but I don't think I'd like it.
Cynic says, and when I do it, it's called date. All right. We have been going for a while. Let's wrap this fucker up with a couple of stories that I know that Far's going to enjoy. Bigfoot spotted on a farm as terrified manager quits job and chickens go missing.
Oh, it just has all the things.
Yeah, I just okay, that's a lot of stuff that you managed to slam into that headline.
Yeah, right? Holy shit, guys.
There's Bigfoot, Far.
Sorry, there he is.
You mean this bent log? Or whatever? That thing? That's Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bigfoot. That's
It is
Bigfoot himself.
2022. It is 2022. We have 5 million billion trillion megapixel cameras on people's phones.
Right.
Why are the pictures always dog shit?
Yeah.
Oh god, because it's just the way it has to be, Sam. It's the way of Bigfoot.
The snap was taken by a farmhand and shared on Facebook. A group of Bigfoot believers by farm owner Donnie Hicks. He explained that there had been a flurry of Bigfoot reports in Tennessee, U.S., where the farm is. In Tennessee, U.S. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Where the farm is, as well as mysterious goings-on.
Oh, so mysterious, these goings-on.
Is this what I think it is or could be? It's not my photo, but from a farmhand that sent it to me, since all my chickens are missing.
There's a cock thief in the area.
Holy fuck. That is the shittiest Bigfoot picture I have ever seen. That could be fucking anything.
Right? Like that could be just a dude like kind of just standing there like slightly on an angle, you know?
It looks like something on the fence.
Bigfoot.
It looks like a piece.
It does.
It looks like it's literally attached to the fence. You see this little piece right here?
Yeah.
It looks like a child sat on the fence.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah, like that could be anything. Like, fucking hell, guys.
That farmhand needs to lay off the carver.
Right.
Right.
And then, finally, there's your new wallpaper, Far. Look at that shit.
Hey!
Look at that. We're going to end on some space news.
Woo!
Huge canyon of fire on sun unleashes 3-day solar storm on Earth starting today.
Oh, shit.
Well, that was from July 21st. We survived. Space boffins have warned that... The fuck is a boffin?
A boffin is a clever person. It's British slang.
Yeah, I had no idea what the hell that was too.
Have you ever heard that before,
Thank you,
Far?
Sam.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. Space nerds have warned that a solar storm currently battering Earth could potentially disrupt train signals. It didn't. Radio frequencies, again not, and impact low Earth orbit satellites, which it didn't.
None of the fun shit ever happens.
Yeah. Electromagnetic expulsions from the sun's surface have formed a canyon of fire that sent solar storms our way starting today. The impact of the solar storms can range from disrupting... Yeah, it didn't happen. The Carrington event of 1895, the most intense geomagnetic storm in recorded history. I tried to get you to watch a documentary on the Carrington event, Far, and you said no.
Did you? I don't really remember this.
Oh, I do. You're like that mother-in-law in the fridge subtly undermining me constantly. It just caused a fire at telegraph stations and illuminated the Earth's skies with auroras, localized entirely within Principal Skinner's kitchen. Now,
Steamed hams.
Yeah. An exploding solar filament slammed into our planet earlier today, initiating a G1 class geomagnetic storm, which is expected to last 3 days. I live way too far south to experience any of the cool auroras. Or not far to the south enough, I guess. I want to see Aurora Borealis, man. I've seen video of it.
Do you want to see it localized entirely in your kitchen?
Like, you're like a stone's throw from Antarctica. Do you get the Aurora Borealis south?
No, we're too far up.
It's,
really?
It's not called
Borealis, no, you would have to go. Yeah.
The Aurora Borealis?
It'd be Aurora Australis, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I believe it is. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it would be called. But yeah, no, you would have to go, like, all the way down south to go even have a chance of fucking seeing that. Not even Tasmania. maybe Tasmania, but like I'm thinking like just like the really southern part of Western Australia. You know, like to even have a chance of seeing that.
From what I understand, it does vary as well, though. Like sometimes it has been seen, like the Borealis has been seen really far south. I imagine the shift happens at in the southern hemisphere too, because I know that it was seen like in England many years ago. Now, Aurora Borealis there.
Oh,
and that's
really
really far
confirming
south,
with Aurora Australis. Australis, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Aurora Australis, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I just I picked this because like that picture is really fucking metal. I mean, come on. This
looks like something out of Doom, doesn't it? You know,
that is fucking pretty epic. Telltale signs you've been abducted by aliens: restlessness and laser cuts.
Yeah, and you see pink glowy shit in the sky.
I'm just saying, if they can fly around our fucking planet without being detected properly and all that kind of bullshit, I'm fairly sure they can abduct one of us and do experiments on us without ever knowing about it. Stop being so silly, people.
2004.
Wait, what?
No, 2022, man.
Yeah.
You freaked me out there for a minute. I was like, holy shit, am I showing like ancient news here?
Yeah, no, he's saying like he saw one in 2004 or something like that.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think that's what he was saying.
And that's metal as fuck too.
I think.
Oh,
hell yeah. 3 days later, NASA's Solar Dynamic Observatory recorded an eruption as a, quote, dark filament of magnetism whipsawed out of the sun's atmosphere, carving a gigantic canyon of fire, experts at spaceweather.com wrote. The canyon of fire was observed about 20,000 kilometers deep and around 384,000 kilometers long. The canyon traced the channel where the strand was supposedly suspended by magnetic forces above the surface of the sun before instabilities belched the solar explosion right towards the Earth. Huh.
Lovely description there.
Dark
Aren't
star.
stars just fucking incredible things, though?
Yeah.
It's just a shitload of hydrogen, hugging itself, because gravity's a thing. And periodically, it'll explode with a giant fuck you to anything nearby.
For no
reason.
I love this. Tamitha Scoff, a space weather physicist, wrote on Twitter, quote, a long snake-like filament cartwheeled its way off the sun in a stunning ballet. Did you take some creative writing extension courses during your physics education, lady? Like what?
They're a space weather
right?
physicist, okay. Nobody takes those guys seriously.
The magnetic orientation.
I'm a weather girl for space.
The magnetic orientation of the Earth-directed solar storm is going to be tough to predict. G2 level, possibly G3 conditions might occur if the magnetic field of this storm is oriented southward! Exclamation mark. Okay. Solar filaments are as gigantic strands of electrified gas or plasma that float around the atmosphere of the sun, influenced by its powerful magnetic field. The unstable strands usually appear above sunspots, which are magnetically disturbed regions on the sun's surface. I've looked at them through a telescope. It's really cool. With a proper filter lens on it. Yes, I'm not blind. One of the filaments.
Good.
Once the filaments.
Don't stare at the sun.
Yeah, don't stare at the sun no matter what those fuckers on YouTube tell you, man. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it'll dim your eyesight and then everybody will think you'll be masturbating again.
Once the filaments collapse, they launch powerful explosions of solar energy known as coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, clouds charged with particles and electromagnetic fluctuations. And here's an ad for a muscular hentai girl. Okay then.
All right then. Yeah, solar flares, right?
It's a big hit with young adults. I'll bet it is.
Yeah, because they ain't out doing the thing.
Oh my god. I love the Daily Star and Space.com for the advertising they're willing to accept, because it's just Fucking hell. Anything. We'll
Yeah, don't take anything.
yeah. Remember the New York, or excuse me, the New Jersey governor thing?
Yeah, I do.
Titty lady, balding black man.
Yeah.
None of them the actual governor of New Jersey. Like, they'll offer you money for solar panels, though.
They all are. They all are the governor of New Jersey, Polly. I thought we agreed. Shapeshifter.
Yeah.
It's the only explanation.
They walk among us.
Exactly.
Exact date solar storm will enter Earth's magnetic field with the possibility of chaos. Okay. All right, fine. Let's see the exact date, fuckers. Because we're laughing at you with 2020 hindsight. Okay, that's metal.
You know what it is with these fuckers though? It's literally it's a bunch of them going, oh, it might cause chaos, and basically what they mean is my field of study is relevant.
Right. Okay, what the fuck?
What?
Is she gonna be the first victim of the solar flare?
Yes.
Yes, it's a florus diabetes.
Tox
what's
D,
going on there.
Glauchyme, Trope, L, Vaki, Comment, Lafay, Basser, Mem, Ent, Acro, Asukri.
Rate of glycemia too high. Here's how to lower it.
All right.
I'm going with German VPN next time.
Then nobody will be able to read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it all in conspiratorial German. Like, that kind of thing,
Taux de glycémie trop élevé. Voici comment le faire baisser. Même en étant accro au sucre. There you go.
You sound like a French drug dealer selling like.
That's what I was going for. That's what I was going for.
It's a win. Again, very cool.
Yeah.
A solar storm caused by a coronal hole in the sun's atmosphere is headed towards Earth. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, by the way, the hole in the ozone layer that they told us in the 70s was going to kill us all. Yeah, it's sealed up now. It is. It is.
It is.
Yeah. It totally is. There's holes in the ozone layer. Not anymore, there isn't. Oh, it's because we stopped using CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, and spray cans. No. Because the argument was that the O3 up there was not repairable.
Mm-hmm.
Once the O3 is detached and turned into normal oxygen O2 by chlorofluorocarbons, amongst other things, it can't be reformed. It's permanent damage to the ozone layer, except, well, the holes are sealed. Mm-hmm. It's almost like environmental panic artists are, well, just that.
It's almost like environmental panic science is hokum.
Yeah. Which is why Extinction Rebellion is my favorite cult. They're buck fucking crazy. And they don't seem to notice. Wednesday, August 3rd is the death date, guys. So how y'all feeling 4 days later?
I'm feeling perfectly dead.
I mean, it has been a little warm here as of late, but other than that, yeah.
All your electronics weren't destroyed? No?
Not really.
Your ham radio tower didn't ignite into an inferno tower?
Oh, ham radio towers are so, 2018, Polly. We've all got remanufactured 3G these days, because of course 5G is it's microwaves designed to cook the brain, right?
And spread COVID.
Of course.
I'm kidding, YouTube. Susan's joke.
At any rate, that's
This
what
is
we're
this.
going to try to do.
Valine, thank you for the 350 and the average you would do. Their field of study may be relevant, but their parents are still regretting the pullout method. Wow. Wow.
That's my favorite Irish Catholic method of contraception.
Yes.
Without which I would most assuredly not be here.
I'm happy Gamer Valine shows up for Noir Bar. It adds just the right flavor of drunken surliness that the bar needs. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
She's the grizzled, lonely problem drinker propping up the other end of the bar. It's great.
Yeah.
chuntering under her breath.
You only fill her beer halfway because she holds it when she sways and talks, and it's going to spill if you fill it up to the top. So,
Exactly. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, someone's going to catch a face full of suds if you give her a full in, yeah.
Well, I put it in a double-sized mug. She's getting the right amount of beer. It's just, in a protective, oversized mug. Yeah, Stein.
Yeah, and given how small she is, it does look fucking giant either way you go.
Yeah. What I need to do is get one of them German beer steins with the flippy lid thing on it. Just...
Oh, no, you can use those as weapons. That's a terrible idea.
And dog backwards asks, ozone hole? ? Yeah, exactly. Some people haven't even heard of it. But that was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Which we'll be looking into next week. You know what? I should look up some old articles from the 80s where they're talking about how we're all going to die from skin cancer because the ozone's depleted. Which it's totally fine now. It's...
They've underestimated my ability to stay the fuck inside.
Yeah, right?
Video games save thousands, nay millions from skin cancer.
Give me your attention.
If you'll excuse me, I have to relocate my spleen.
Why are they all so loud for? I've got them turned down proportionally to every other one. It's great.
I don't know. Thank you, Kokano, for the $15. Ding-a-ling donation alert chosen. No, I'm sorry, man. That's not the ding-a-ling. Yeah, that's not gonna cover that. For a last-minute callback to rings and piercing options discussed. Oh God. Holly now knows what a Prince Albert is and will require much booze to wipe the memory. Why'd you have to bring that one back?
Oh, Gokado meant to use the dingling one. It was an accident.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
That's the noise it makes when you've had one done.
People are mentioning acid rain. That's funny. One of my favorite Christmas movies, Bill Murray in Scrooged, right? He produces, I don't know if you guys remember, if you've seen the movie, this horrifying trailer that has nothing to do with A Christmas Carol or Charles Dickens or anything. It's just meant to shock you and grab your attention. And one of the things was with international terrorism and acid rain, and it shows this person running up to the camera and their skin's burning off. And I'm like, what the fuck is acid rain? I had to duck go it. And then, yeah, all these articles came up about that's how I found out about acid rain. Because it was totally a fear-mongering thing that they pushed in the 80s that I had never heard of. And I
actually had to look that up in school once for a thing. I don't even remember what exactly it was, but I have a distinct memory of having to look up acid rain for a thing in school. And that's the only reason I even really know what the fuck acid rain is. And even then, it's only vague.
Don't get me wrong, like, it is a thing, but, like, the notion of, like, people's skin peeling off, no, that's fucking bullshit. The problem that would occur if you had consistent acid rain would be that stuff would erode faster. That's all.
Yeah, the reading that I did, that it's not acid rain in the sense of like carbolic acid, where, like you said, it's going to look like, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark where the Nazi melts. No, it'll raise the pH level of lakes, and thus fish will die because the pH level will be slightly out of balance for them, and that's enough to kill them. That's what I ended up reading, and I'm like, yeah, that's not the way that you fucking, any of the articles that I read. It was pure fear-mongering. People like Extinction Rebellion have been around for a long time, and that's why they're my favorite cult, because they're fucking crazy with it. It's great. You think they'd all be just constantly ranting about China, but no. Britain's the problem, apparently.
No, because, money and where it comes from.
Someone's going to make those iPhones.
Right. Destroy your environment and most of your fresh water, China. Look it up. It's true. It's fine if you do it. You've got the carbon footprint of like 17 UKs, but, whatever. 17 is probably actually a little bit conservative.
More like 170.
Yeah, right? Well, anyway, guys, that brings us to the end of a show. Kind of threw this one together, but I'm glad you all showed up to hang out with us. Because you guys are awesome. Yeah, no question. We didn't do one yesterday because I was feeling sick, and I've had a really terrible 2 weeks of feeling sick and a whole bunch of IRL bullshit that I won't pain you with getting into, but it's been really bad. But in any case, it is always fun to do a late night chill stream and hang out with you guys, especially these two who kept me company at the bar, namely Far. Always fun to have a conversation with Far.
No problem.
Yeah, and I love having conversations with Far on live stream because then she doesn't tell me to fuck off nearly as much. It's great. It's like Far turned down from 11. You should hear her in Discord. She swears like a stable
fuck
boy.
off if you really want to.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What? Do you miss being told fuck off?
I don't know where you got the impression that I liked it to begin with. That's the weird part.
I like how she dropped into a lower, almost seductive tone when she says that. Do you like being told to fuck off?
No, I don't.
Like I didn't, but I might.
And of course, it's always awesome to have Sam here, especially prospiciously tonight, because he was able to tell us what the hell the French said.
Oh, no, all good, Polly. I love being around here. I do. I wouldn't have been able to do one last night myself, unfortunately, because I've been greatly preoccupied as of late.
You've been greatly corrupted?
No. Preoccupied.
Oh, preoccupied.
I mean, corrupted, but that goes without fucking saying.
Sure. Yeah.
But no, fantastic to be here, especially to see all these wonderful people in chat.
Yeah,
keeping
absolutely.
the lights on.
I love seeing the regulars show up. Gamer Feline Dog backwards. Hate Camel. Fucking been around since comic book curation. Fucking talking about a longtime fan. Mr. Pickman. Gil Cotto. I mean, all you guys are awesome. I'm missing a whole bunch of people, but don't think you are forgotten. Not even close. It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. I love that name. Rogue Fred 94 again, longtime listener. Jim Beam, Pear to Bear. Yeah, all you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for showing up and listening to us. Patio Furniture. I'm just scrolling up, reading off names. Fake Gamer Cat, of course. Yeah, you guys are great. Some weirdo named Upside Down Harlot. I don't know. She fucking stalks me. And BG, my favorite troll. Love me some BG. I think BG made fun of me for the first time on the 3rd episode of Comic Book Curation. It was great. It was when there were like 12 people watching. BG was there going, "This Polly guy sucks." It was. In any case, we will see you next weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. I hope you had a good time. Thank you so much for the donations. It helps us keep the bar going. How else would we buy?
Yeah, thank you guys.
We couldn't buy booze and candles without it, and cigarettes that never seem to stop burning. I mean, those are the good ones. In any case, have a good night, everyone.